Открой свое окно и высунись туда. Повсюду ебеня, и эта пустота. Закрой за мною дверь, я выхожу во двор. Меня теперь не жди, сыграй же ля минор.
Тебя сложно познать, но уже не воспитать. Подруга, ты мне лишь частично интересна. Я не пойму твой ум, не вскрою как тетрадь. И в тех, кого фоловишь, не найду себе места. Но твой инстаграм, словно секс умелых дам. Взгляд феи из хрущевки, я не верю глазам. Стеснению не прикажешь, но вот-вот соберусь. Пожалуйста, скинь нюц. Зачем провели интернет? Чтобы я страдал, смотря на них, как на запрет. Что ж, объективация для меня не инновация. Дестабилизацию вызывает твоя грация. Я не в себе, но пора бы прийти. А можно, к примеру, люди грабить пойти, отбирать у спортсменов спелые баклажаны, закрывать их гантелями большие вулканы. Я чувствую себя невероятно стойким, но когда смотрю в iPhone, то плывут все настройки. Играю в постпанк, шоу-бизнеса король. Нет любви, только ощущаю боль. твой ум не вскрою, как тетрадь. И в тех, кого половишь, не найду себе места. Но твой инстаграм, словно секс умелых дам. След феи из хрущевки, я не верю.
Yo, hello, ¿cómo está? Yo, hello. Oh man, how's everybody doing this fine Saturday? This buen sábado. This sábado gigante. How is everybody doing? Guys, this is the first day I've been back at the gym since like let me see. Oh, what the fuck is this? Oh, hold on. Here we go. Yo. What the fuck is this? All right. Yo, today was the first day back in the gym. Hello. What's up, Kenny? Today's not my birthday. Yo, I went on Discord and I'm like, yo, what's people talking about? I'm like, what's everybody saying today? Give up. Hey, I like that, MTN. What the fuck? MTN, that's kind of cool. Does anybody know how to do that? Does anybody know how to do that with like Moises or Mijo or like Moshishito? No, it wasn't. Just getting ready for that Elden Ring run stream. Yo. Oh, that's all you're saying, give up? Give up, Moshishito. It's not worth it. Give up, Moshishito. It is not worth it. Yo. Where did that even happen? Where did that even happen about me like saying it's my birthday? Look, I went in Discord and then I'm just like, yo, I'm seeing, yo, happy birthday, and then I kept on seeing this. I'm like, yo, where's this from? What's this? Whoa! Yo, y'all bugging. Whoa. Happy birthday, yo. Whoa. Yo, how do y'all even find that out? Like, what the fuck? If I like fucking Valkyrie's post, it's because I like it. If I like Valkyrie's post, let me do so in silence. My birthday is April 24th. We got insiders. Look, bro. Holy shit, what the fuck? My birthday is April 24th. Who started this rumor? If it's your birthday every day, that means more gifted subs. You know what I'm saying, mijo? True. Moses buying. Nah. If Amrith wants to send me a jar for free, I'm one DM away. If Amrith wants to send me a jar, I'm one DM away. So, it's the big 35. Yo, where do you guys get that from, though? Where did you guys actually get the... Hold on. Where do you guys... Hello, motherfucker? Where do you guys actually get that from? Where do you guys... Yo, today was the first day back in the gym, guys. Is Moshishito back on his bullshit? I don't know. Is Moshishito back on his bullshit? I don't know. That's a good question. That's a very good question, guys. Is Moshishito back on his bullshit? Well, we're gonna see. Yo, we're doing something a little different, guys. We are doing something a little bit different today. We are going to react to something we usually steer clear of. You know Moshishito's not political Andy. Political realm like that. You know it. But we're gonna react to Destiny versus Haas debate that they had. And remember, guys, I don't know anything about this political realm. So I am here to get educated. Moshishito's here to get educated, guys. All right? And along the way, we're gonna see if we could like dissect like with what's going on in Ukraine and Russia, going based on the information on Haas and Destiny. So as of right now, I'm a person. Put it like this: I'm a child. Well, a little older than a child. I'm probably like 16 years old, and I don't know anything about what's going on in Russia and Ukraine. And where I'm gonna get the crash course of learning is this debate. Now, is this a healthy, good idea? I don't know. Moshishito no sabe. I don't know. Moshishito no sabe. Oh yeah, I'm gonna start off where it's going down. So that's what is on. That's what we're gonna pull up right now. So hold up, wait, let me see. Hello, motherfucker. Oh, I already said that. But that's what we're doing today. Let me see where. There we are. Nice. Okay. Okay, now where? If we put this here. Right? If we put this right here, let's go a little bit more. There we go. There's the fucking mug. There's that mug. There's the mug. And now that won't work in court. What won't work in court? Now let's see. Wait, I'm gonna pull it up right now. And here we are. Alright, here we are. Give it a quick second. Wait, it's coming. Shebang! And shebang. Whoa. Let's get this good quality. What do you guys know about that? I know. Hold up, let me take this out. So I know Destiny as being very big political, Andy. I know Destiny as being very political. Zerka already did this. Everybody does everything on Twitch. I know Destiny as being political, Andy. And I know Haas. I think Haas is in that same realm too, to be honest. How did you hear about this drama? How did I hear about this drama? It's what all the cool kids are talking about. All the cool kids are talking about it. Let me see. You had no idea? Well, we're gonna see what these guys are actually talking about. Let me see. Okay.
You have no evidence to support any of that. That there.
Whoa. It's already starting off kind of hot. Holy smokes. Hopefully he hasn't accidentally done meth this time. What do you mean? Is that a meme or something? Accidentally done meth? What the fuck? Let's see what these guys... No, he did? On stream? Holy shit. Wow, this is sounding juicy already. His drug dealer tricked him? Bro, yo.
There was Western backing to any of these.
Imagine... Yo, come on, man. Imagine trying to buy weed. Imagine trying to buy weed. No, it's not a good example because weed, you noticeably different. He thought he was gonna die. He was tweeting live. Nah, it's not weed. Bro, imagine thinking you're gonna do weed or something or hash or something. Destiny likes drugs. Is it drugs or psychedelics he likes?
These people that any of this was a false flag. Everything you're going off of is complete conjecture. The testimony of one or two. I've got testimony in the United States of Bigfoot and UFOs abducting people.
Who have a viral leaked phone conversation admitting to the fact that they were handpicking the coup government.
And that conversation, where?
You want me to send you the link to it?
No. So this right here. So I know this is Jackson. I know this is Haas. I know this is Destiny. I'm live, but I think they did this debate, I think like 2 days ago, Goldie, or something like that. But what's this guy's name? Oh, Dylan. There it is. So, no, not Hazan. This is Haas. Haas, Jackson, Destiny, Dylan. And from what I know, this is a 2v2 battle. So Destiny and Dylan are teammates against Jackson and Haas. It's like, how could I put it? It's like, remember these guys? Remember this guy? LOD, Animal, and Hawk, WWF. Remember this? So this right here, if anything, this right here is this. This is Jackson and Haas, I would say, in my opinion. So the LOD, the Warriors, the fucking fucking just going crazy, jumping from the third rope, clotheslining motherfuckers. So this is Jackson and Haas right here. Jackson and Haas, the Road Warriors. And let me see who is Destiny and Dylan. Who is Destiny and Dylan? Huh. Who for WWF teammates, who do you think they are? The Dudley Boys? Who's that? Dudley Boys. Okay, so here it is, guys. Perfect. Here it is. We are about to watch the Destiny and Dylan versus Jackson and Haas debate. This is oh, what the fuck? No. Yeah. So this is Jackson and Haas. And this is Destiny and Dylan. Actual depiction of them. Hold on, let me send this to Haas. I promise this debate is a headache. We shall know. What's up, Nico? Yo, Haas, I'm about to watch a debate right now and look. So, I'm gonna watch a debate right now. I'm streaming. And basically, you and Jackson are these guys, the Road Warriors. And I would say Destiny and Dylan are the Dudley Boys, these guys. So, yeah, I'm gonna react to it, see what's up. Hold on, let me send this. Yo. Which is Devon? Who's Devon? Hold up. Who's Devon? Let's see. Hold up. God, what's this dude's fucking Twitter again? Yo, it's raining like crazy right now in LA. Like, it literally is raining like... Do you hear it or no? Did you win the millionaire on stream? Oh no, we did it off stream. It's windy as fuck. It's like, it's crazy. It's literally raining and shit like that. Craziness. Hold on, let me... I can't hear you, only rain. But, alright, hold on, let me see.
No, because I've already read the entire conversation. They don't admit
And
that
what did
ever.
that conversation say?
They never said anything about hand-picking the new government. It wouldn't even make sense. Really? Yes, really. Where is the evidence that he was hand-picked? How was he hand-picked?
Oh my God.
Wait, what? Because he didn't have the backing in Parliament for it.
He became the chair of Parliament.
No.
Holy shit, this is crazy already.
Pivoting. Where is the evidence that this guy was hand-picked by the United States? That he was pushed by the United States? A conversation about this guy saying he would be good when he's already the opposition leader is not evidence of him being hand-picked by the West.
They already declared independence!
Jeez Louise.
The reason why
The Declaration of Independence from
Oh my God, bro, he's gonna break his mic.
Do you disavow the Kremlin gremlin?
believe it or not.
Did you
He doesn't have to disavow it. He just isn't making the affirmative
Do
claim.
you
You fucking
disavow?
bitch.
He's gonna break his mic.
If you are 60 or older, you may qualify to receive
What
a
the
free
fuck?
RSV vaccine and up to 1,600.
Today we're debating the war on Ukraine, something to that effect. And then I will kick it over to Infra and Jackson, and I will say, and we're starting right now with Infra's and Jackson's opening statement. Thanks for being with us. The floor is all yours. And at that point, you guys can, pick up
The pen, I think it's something with Twitch that doesn't allow it.
Sound good?
Shut the fuck up, Moving, alright?
All right, I'll begin, and then Jackson, you take the other two.
Are we time limited on these intros? Just checking.
12 minutes.
Wait, really?
That's what he said.
Yep.
Per team.
6
So-
per person, yeah.
You guys want more?
No, he wants the opposite.
Trim it
yeah.
back a little bit.
Is that per team or per person?
12
That was per team.
Yeah,
Okay. That's fine. It'll be fine.
cool.
So I'll begin. So when it comes to the formation
Well,
of...
yeah, just we're not.
So what I know so far is, I may be wrong. Remember, I may be wrong, but I think, again, I may be wrong, but I think Destiny and Dylan are... Hold up, before I say what, like, let me hear it.
Streaming on my side yet though. It'll take like 30
Just let him start now. We can pick up like halfway in between them.
Destiny, can you ever get out a fucking statement and wear it with your fucking chest? Why do you gotta like
anybody getting out a complete statement with you screaming on the other end is almost impossible. Exhibit B. How am I mumbling?
Every little passive aggressive bitch made statement you make, you have to like mumble your way fucking through it. Why don't you just say it, wear it with your fucking chest, say it with your chest or something?
How are you gonna talk to me about wearing something on your chest when you acted like such a conciliatory little bitch in real life to me? Are you serious right now?
Destiny,
how are you gonna act like this?
Destiny,
holy
here's
shit.
what I promise you, next time we meet in real life, it's not gonna go down that way.
Well, I'll be at the Kill Stream in early April. I'll be in Austin or Texas or whatever at the end of April. I'm going to like 2 or 3 events next month, so if you want to show up and,
I'll call
and
you
show down, yeah, go for it. Yeah, go for it. I hope so.
Right,
I hope so with your stream on, you know, begging me for viewership.
Here we go.
When have I
We're ready to go, James. Let's go.
Got the most views I ever did turning my fucking
Here I
back
go.
on your fucking
Here I
order.
go. In
Yo.
3, 2, 1, ready, set. Here I go with.
Bruh. This just started. Holy shit, this just started. Bro, what the fuck? Oh, and Dylan got the American flag in his background. What's the background? So, it feels so personal. I know, Bella. This dude looks like the moderator looks like Andy Dick a little, right? I think he looks like Andy Dick a little.
The cold open.
I don't know. This one's feeling hot, James.
Hey everybody, tonight we're debating. Hey everybody, tonight we're debating the war in Ukraine, and we are starting right now with Infrared and Jackson's opening statement. Thanks so much, gentlemen, for being with us. The floor is all yours.
Okay, so when it comes to the formation,
Bruh. Yo, who does this?
The floor is all yours.
Look. I used to do like not really, bro. To just like keep like OJ, like a half a gallon of OJ or something like this, or apple juice. So what is this?
okay, so when it comes to the formation of, this is the first context I want to establish. When it comes to the formation of military alliances, this actually extends beyond the bounds of the sovereignty of the state's own territory. Countries have an obligation to be cognizant of the geopolitical, geographic,
it looks like Blueberry, it does,
civilizational realities that their own sovereignty is situated within. And this is specifically recognized by organizations like the OSCE, according to which Ukraine being a member, one country, according to its founding document at least, one country's security cannot be strengthened at the expense of the security of another state. So what the OSCE establishes is that it's not just that states are just completely, totally free to just do whatever they want in terms of making security alliances and in terms of how.
Do you know? Who's pro? Like, is one side just pro Ukraine and the other side pro Russia, or there's beliefs on both ends? I don't think is it just like that? I think there has to be, like, I bet they have certain views. It can't be one is 100% for this.
They construct their militaries and position themselves geopolitically. There's a very delicate balance of power and security within Europe, and everyone who's committed to actually preserving long-term peace,
they are.
Which is
holy
what
shit!
Actually about. Has to be recognized the fact that there needs to be
that's crazy.
There needs to be a security architecture that ensures.
Bruh, I hope you're mistaken. I know you're trolling. There's no way guys could be 100% for it. I don't give a fuck. There's no way.
There is a fair distribution of security across the continent. When this balance is tipped in one direction or the other, it creates a
after constant Russian music and pulling propaganda monsters. I wonder what side Miho is on. Yo,
could lead to war and to conflict.
Bro, this isn't Russian music, bro. This isn't Russian music. This is like, how could I say? This is like this isn't Russian music. This is, how could I say? Felix Kublai, yo, it's not my birthday, Smooth, but shout out to you. This is like Turkish music.
So one has to keep this in mind when one is bringing up the issue of the sovereignty of states. states should have a right to self-determination, and states should have the right to be sovereign, but they should also be cognizant of the
It's not Russian, forgetful. It's post-punk. It happens to be in Russian.
So as to not create.
You put on Putin montages when you left the stream? No, I didn't.
So I'll give it to Jackson now.
Yeah, so the next point that I think is really important is to actually, and I would like to hear Dylan and Destiny respond to this when they talk, is to address when did this conflict begin, or if, you know, war, when did this war begin? The war began, and they refused to call it a war. The Ukrainian government refused to call it a war.
It's not Russian.
Years because they wanted to have IMF loans, and you can't give IMF loans to a country that's at war. But the war...
Yo, speaking of fucking loans, did you see this shit? Oh my fucking god, bro. This is insane. Bro, Visa and MasterCard stop in Russia. Bro, hold on, something like that. Do you see this? Do you see this? Visa, MasterCard suspend operations in Russia. Bro, I understand taking action to help the cause. As a Russian citizen, imagine waking up. Imagine waking up as a Russian citizen and going to buy food and water for your family, and you can't use your debit card or credit card. Like, that is, bro, that to me is insane. Like, that is, bro, I can't co-sign this type of quote unquote sanction. Oh, it would wipe out my debt, true, but like, bro, you can't do something like this, bro. You can't. This is insane. Imagine waking up not being able to buy a loaf of bread or milk. That's crazy. That's crazy. Holy shit.
Began after the 2014 coup that took place.
Photoshop a Russian passport and send it to your credit card company. They would delete that.
Protest, which began, in all honesty,
it's crazy if you think about it, bro. Imagine not being able to use your debit card and credit card out of nowhere.
You know, there was not going to be EU membership for Ukraine, and well, I guess there was going to be a delay in the decision, and those protests began, and then eventually they decided that they were not going to take the unfair, deal that the EU offered them. They knew that
they can borrow like the good old days. Yo, to be honest, oh my god, this is. Oh my god, this helps the cause for crypto so much. Oh my god. Yo, what's up, Bo? Yo, and you can't speak out against the government. It's 15 years in jail. No fucking shot. No way. Bro, this helps crypto so much. Money will be worthless in 10 years. Save your bottle caps. Bro, crypto has no one close it. Oh my god, this helps crypto so much. Like, it helps reinforce crypto.
Upon them, the EU deal would have hurt them much more than opening up trade partnerships more with Russia would have helped them. So upon these protests, the US began to infiltrate the movement. U.S. politicians began, working with agencies on the ground, U.S. front agencies on the ground, like the National Endowment for Democracy. Victoria Nuland.
I'm not 100% sure, but something tells me Destiny and Dylan are making arguments of why they're pro-Ukraine, and Jackson and Haas are making arguments of, dare I say, I may be wrong, but the defending Russia. I may be wrong. I may be butchering it. There has to be more context. I can't.
Even boasted about the fact that they funneled $5 billion. We'll discuss the details of the
Jackson and Haas are pro-Russia
later on in the debate, I'm sure. But lots of money came in to these U.S. agencies on the ground.
Holy
to
fuck!
Actually hijack the Maidan protests. Upon hijacking the Maidan protests, violence broke out. This was dissimilar to the 2004 color revolution that the U.S. also played a part in. Surrounding the 2004 elections, which Yanukovych...
They messed up not having you at this debate. You're one of the greatest diplomatic minds in the last 30 years. True.
I'm always shopping the railroad.
Come on, man. What's up with this fucking bullshit ad, bro?
Every day.
Gucci, Rolex.
International Western aligned agencies claimed that these elections were marred with corruption and discrepancies and irregularities in the vote. The election was overturned then, and Yanukovych didn't see the presidency.
When Jackson and Haas say they're pro-Russian, they don't mean, I'm assuming, they don't mean pro-Russian as they're pro everything that's going on right now. I bet it has to be that they're talking about that Russia probably has a right and deserve a piece of land that they call their own or something. Yeah, I know that they're pro Putin in some aspects, but there has to be a reason. I think their reason that they're pro. I think the reason is that they say they're pro Putin is because of again, I don't know. Putin wants a piece of the Ukraine land that was theirs to begin with. I don't know. This is from what I heard, but I can't believe that they're 100% pro Putin, because that doesn't make any sense.
Until his second run, but after being elected, during these Maidan protests, U.S. became involved. They led a coup upon the democratically elected government of Yanukovych, and after
Pro-Vitaly,
coup on the democratically elected government of Yanukovych,
Pro-Vitaly, Vitaly Russian. Jesus Christ.
Saw the 8-year war begin, and that's the next point I want to make. It's insane to assume that this war began, within the past 2 weeks. Everyone knows that there was shelling, there was fighting in the Donbass region. The question is, when did that begin? It began directly after the coup.
Be careful, Bang Bros might pop up.
Leader that was put into power. Now, these Western-aligned leaders that were put into power have deep ties to to the, nationalist far right, factions, radical factions within both the Ukrainian military and the Ukrainian political apparatus.
Why did Russia invade Ukraine? Has body Destiny? Well, we'll see when they start talking. As of right now, I can't, I still don't even know why Russia invaded Ukraine. From what I heard, it was just over a piece of land, but I'm not 100% certain.
There's over 80 far-right, military militias and battalions.
No one knows the answer of that, I
Some
think.
of the most notable include, of course, the Azov Battalion, which is one of the primary forces that has been waging asymmetrical warfare upon the people of the
It's only the intro right now.
They themselves took votes to recognize their independence.
So that means, if it's only the intro right now, that means it's the meat of the bones is gonna happen like in 10 minutes or something. But this is important info to get the intro, because it's just like it gives you an introduction to like what's really happening. Happy Saturday to you, brothers.
By Russia or Ukraine or Western states for many years, though Vladimir Putin did come out and say that he respected the legality, the outcome of the election.
Putin doesn't want a NATO country on his border. Ukraine wants a NATO.
Just this month. So.
Oh shit! So Putin doesn't want a NATO. Putin doesn't want a NATO country on his border. Why didn't Ukraine join NATO beforehand? Thanks for explaining what the intro is. I was confused. Haas won the debate. He put the other team down the majority of the content. Well, we'll see. Bro, why doesn't just Ukraine join fucking NATO? Ukraine doesn't meet NATO standards? There's requirements to join NATO? No fucking way. Swear to God. Requirements to join NATO. I didn't even know that. There are no set criteria for joining NATO. Jesus Christ, come on. That's a fib. You fibbed. But aspiring candidates must meet certain political and other considerations. Oh, that's what you meant. That's what you meant. Many observers believe Finland and Sweden would qualify for a fast-track entry into NATO without lengthy negotiations within months. All right, so why doesn't what's the problem with what is NATO? It's basically agreed to be American. No. What NATO is, you join NATO, ain't nobody fucking with you. That's all I know about NATO. You and NATO, guys don't fuck with you. I don't know the requirements. I don't know nothing. All I know is you join NATO, guys don't fuck with you. Sweden's trying to join NATO right now after Russia attacked. I mean, how far is Sweden away from Russia? Let me see. Russia on world map. Where the hell is Ukraine? Where the hell is Ukraine? That these guys... Where's Ukraine at? That these guys... Oh shit. Oh hell no. Bruh. This is Finland right here. And Sweden. Oh, no wonder they want to join NATO. You crazy, cuz? Is you crazy? Come on, man. Look at Moscow. Look at Moscow. NATO is like the rolling 60s in that. Bro. Look at this. Moscow's right near Finland. Where's... Oh my god. Bro. This is Ukraine. Oh, hell no. Most of this is just the deserted land. Oh my god, but look at the access. Look how... I thought it was gonna be... Like, I thought it was super far. Damn. Yo, how much do you want to bet anything near Russia wants to join NATO? I bet Finland, Sweden... What's this place called? Kazakhstan? I bet Kazakhstan wants to join NATO. If I was the president of Kazakhstan. Mongolia? I would 100%, if I was Mongolia, want to join it. It takes months to join NATO. Once you declare you want to join, Russia would declare war on them instantly. Holy shit. Kazakhstan is a Russian ally, I'm pretty sure. Okay. I think only European countries can join NATO. Whoa. That sounds a little... Why only European countries could join NATO? What the fuck? Whoa. Look at Japan right here. But see, Japan is in NATO, I think. So, Japan's off limit. Japan's off limits. North Korea... Oh, no. Oh my god, is this China? Isn't China cool with... Oh my god. Yo, the game's all fucked up, guys. Holy shit. Bro, if Mongolia doesn't fall in line... Oh my god, if Mongolia doesn't fall in line... Se jodieron la cosa. Mongolia used to rule the world? I mean, bro, Mongolia is between Russia and China. North Korea better be careful. Yo, Turkey? Isn't this where Hazan's from? Have you ever heard of Genghis Khan? No. Bruh. Oh no, that's it. If China even if China even slightly helps Russia, this whole... Bro, anything... Mongolia's getting it. Turkey's getting it. Afghanistan's getting it. Uzbek's getting it. Finland and Sweden... Finland and Sweden, if you're listening right now, join NATO, cuz. Finland and Sweden and Norway, if you guys is listening, join NATO. North Korea's right here. Afghanistan already got it? Bruh.
All in all, this conflict didn't begin this week. It began during the Maidan coup.
He wants all the old USSR countries and likely Europe.
In the past,
he can't go after Europe because like the European cats is all like they're NATO. So, bro, to be honest, no matter what the outcome is, I think the latest that there's going to be a final outcome, max 10 days. Within 10 days, not passing 10 days, it's going to be done. Now, how it's going to be done, I don't know.
3 years of the conflict, which
this whole thing that's going on with Russia, Ukraine, it's not lasting more than 10 days.
But according to the United Nations, 81.4% of the civilian casualties in the Donbass war came on the.
What's this? Hold on, what is this?
Hello?
A clip from Servant of the People, Zelensky, old TV comedy before elected as a president. Yo! Zelensky was an actor? Merkel, we decided to take your country to EU. Zelensky, fuck, wow. Ukraine has been waiting for this so much. Merkel, Ukrainian? So sorry, I thought was calling Montenegro.
Good morning, Mr. Koloborochka. Can I connect you with Angela Merkel?
Yes, you can connect.
Hello, my congratulations. We decided to take your country to the European Union.
Oh, fuck! Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, wow!
Oh, my God!
Oh, you know, I'm so happy. Yes. Thank you very much, all the Ukrainians and all of our country. We've been waiting for this so much time.
Ukrainians?
Yes, Ukrainians.
Oh, I'm so sorry. That's a mistake. I was calling to Montenegro.
Oh my God! Wow! Now this is... Yo, I could become president! Wow, this is what you need to show people, bro. Anything's possible. Anything's possible. Yo! I think Moshishito should run for governor of California.
Montenegro. Nice. Okay. Yeah, my congratulations. Yes, to Montenegro. Bye bye. Fuck! You fucking Putin.
Oh, he even cursed in the commercial too.
Stop.
Nice. Holy shit, this is dope. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's see, hold on. Become president, clear all debt, come through for the people. True, we prefer a call to my thing. He said fuck. Oh shit. I didn't even catch that part.
The side of the Donbass, civilians dying there, and at the end of the day, Russia, was very, very restrained. They tried to engage in peace deals surrounding the Minsk Accord. And
oh, here it comes. What's up, Juicer? It's not my birthday. It's April 24th. Oh man, here it comes. The defense of Russia. Here it comes. Wait till you hear the U.S. electing a real TV host and failed businessman. Wait till you hear about the U.S. Yo,
was very, very restrained. They tried to engage in peace deals surrounding the Minsk Accord and bring peace to the region. Like it or not, think it's fair or not, he did do that for 8 years. And in that entire time,
Jackson's defending Russia right now. It's happening.
Leaders that controlled the government for different stretches of time over these over this period have made a continued effort to try and join NATO, which Vladimir Putin has continuously said, and I agree, would be a direct threat to their security.
You got it. Thank you very much for those openings, Infrared and Jackson Hinkle. Want to let you know, folks, if it's your first time here at Modern Day Debate, we are a neutral platform hosting debates on science, religion, and politics.
Exactly, just like me. Moshishito is a neutral platform. Guys, you've seen it over time. Moshishito has friends on this side. Moshishito has friends on this side. I could call people from both sides. Moshishito is neutral. We are here on a neutral basis.
Politics. And second, before I kick it over to Destiny and Dylan for their opening, if you happen to have a question, feel free to fire it into the old live chat. 100% of super chats tonight are going to
I can become the president of the Dominican Republic. All you play is Russian. No, it's Turkish.
As well. Thanks so much, Destiny and Dylan, for being with us. The floor is all yours for your openings as well.
So Putin has been quoted as saying, and has said multiple times, that the greatest geopolitical catastrophe in the last century has been the collapse of the Soviet Union. I think if we look at the actions of Putin, not just in Ukraine, but in other countries and other states within Russia around the world, I think we can see that Putin's goal is to rebuild some sort of new body that resembles the lost Soviet Union. Whether that's going to be the Union state that includes Belarus, Russia, and perhaps some future Ukraine or not remains to be seen based on how well the Ukrainians can resist Russian aggression. But it seems pretty clear that Putin has a huge drive to rebuild what he sees as one of the as I guess his fond memory of the Soviet Union. The idea that in terms,
this is one thing about Destiny. So yes, I heard Haas's intro. I heard Jackson's intro. Off rip, Destiny's intro, clear, concise of where he stands, of what he thinks Putin's trying to do. This is why he's fucking big political. Bro, this dude, he clear, concise, straight to the fucking point.
In terms of individual claims, I guess we'll start going through the history, but I mean, almost everything you said is either half wrong or just completely wrong. The idea that Europe was offering them an unfair...
Destiny makes you pay attention. Bro, it was clear. Destiny is fucking very good at conveying what he's trying to tell you.
Fair deal. One of the biggest reasons why they required that EU deal was because Russia themselves began to put blockades on certain imports for Ukraine just because they thought the president was looking towards the European Union for a deal. The idea that the Russian deal was better when the European deal would have just allowed them access to the markets, while the Russian deal was literally an exclusive deal that would have forbade them from trading into other markets is hilariously stupid. The idea that this conflict began in 2014 is also just completely wrong.
It just hit me. Did you see, guys? Look at this. News, TOS, Twitch. Bro, did you see? Did you see this? Bro. Political streamers are... Wait till it loads. Political streamers are kind of in for it a little. Bro, Twitch has a new policy that will ban harmful misinformation super spreaders. March 3rd, 2022, 2 days ago. Twitch said Thursday it will ban users who repeatedly spread harmful information on its platform. The streaming site said the new rules won't apply to users based on individual statements or discussions on the channel, but to users whose online presence is dedicated to 1. Persistently sharing, 2. Widely disproven and broadly shared, 3. Harmful misinformation topics. Twitch considers such users as harmful misinformation super spreaders. Bro, this directly Destiny, Hazan, Haz, Zerka. I'm not, and oh no, let me hold on. Let me reiterate. I'm not saying any of these people are spreading misinformation or anything like that. But whatever Twitch deems as misinformation, they're the one who makes the call on what they deem as misinformation. So, with that being said, the company chose those 3 criteria because when grouped together, they create the highest risk of harm, included inciting real-world harm. Twitch stressed in a blog post that the update will likely not impact you or other streamers you love. Oh my god! Twitch stressed in a blog post that the update will likely not impact you or the streamers you love. Oh my god! This is slit. So, guys, will likely not impact you or the streamers you love. Keep watch. The first 4 big streamers, or the first 3 big streamers that get banned because of this new policy, Twitch is basically saying nobody really likes these people anyways. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm going on record. Guys, keep notice. Keep track. The first 3 big streamers that get banned or suspended because of the new Twitch rule, Twitch TOS. Oh no, hold on. I shouldn't even say that. Nah, they're gonna come after me. But look, hey, you see this. And added that users who spread misinformation are not prevalent on the platform. So not only are they saying nobody really likes these people, but they're not really that relevant. Oh man, this is good. This is fucking good. Holy shit. Let the games begin. But the company recognizes the harm that such users could cause if left unchecked. All right, and there it is. So they are super spreading while not being prevalent. Oh, you got him there. You got him there, Tuna. You got him there. So they're saying they're not relevant, prevalent enough, and calling them super spreaders. Well, we're gonna see how this unfolds. Prevalent means there's not an abundance of people. Oh my god, I was way off on the meaning. For some reason, I thought it meant relevant. Prevalent means there's not an abundance of people who do it. True. True. I would say the political streamers, there's a small niche of political streamers that have made it to the top of the top of the barrel. All right.
There have been foreign policy experts.
Hold on, let me take a quick leak.
Find papers back since 2010 claiming that Crimea was under threat of invasion from Russia, and it was invaded. Russia has been consistently working with disinformation campaigns among actual military aid to places like Donbass or Crimea since at least 2010, if not earlier. There's been a long and a rich history of corruption in Ukraine, whether we're talking about people that used to actually be in the Soviet party that became leaders of Ukraine, or we're talking about...
Yo, it's crazy. I think if I reach out, I think I could get flown out to Ukraine, and I think anybody could literally fight. Anybody could literally fight.
More or less wanted to be Putin's stooges later on, like Yanukovych. I guess we'll get into the individual history of any of these particular things, but yeah, that's the idea right now today, that Russia is somehow justified in their aggression and their taking over of any of the Ukrainian territory, whether that's when they took over Crimea in 2014, whether that's the eastern territories that they're trying to take over now, or the rest of Ukraine. That
you need to do IRL in Ukraine. No one's doing it.
I would echo something that Haas said in the very beginning of the debate, that one country's security cannot be increased at the expense of another. That's a hilarious statement coming from somebody trying to defend the neo-imperialism of the wannabe Soviet Union, and I'm curious how you guys will defend this in the conversation coming forward.
Okay, so I guess the best thing to do would be
Yo, what's these rings he got? You can 3,000 people from the US, they fly out today? 3,000 people flew out today? Holy shit.
Start with, I guess I'll start in 2004, since I know more about like recent Ukrainian history. So the Orange Revolution, which I respect the Ukrainian people for taking power into their own hands to stop an election.
Yo, I just hope Russia doesn't do some crazy shit and nuke. And just drop a fucking nuke. That's literally dire worst case scenario.
That was stolen, as was confirmed by
the court
system in 2004, and we call it a coup, or it was a coup of Viktor Yanukovych. What was failed to mention is that after the Ukrainian courts decided that there was large-scale fraud committed on behalf of Viktor Yanukovych in 2004, is that there was a revote, and after the revote was done, once international monitors were now involved in the situation, that's when Viktor Yanukovych lost the 2004 election. And so the Orange Revolution, that is usually cited here as a coup, what is not mentioned is, just like in the 2014 coup, there is an election after both of these instances. In 2004, there was a revote, and in 2014, after Viktor Yanukovych was impeached, he then fled the country, and there was another democratic election where somebody was democratically elected. There was also another election in 2019 where Zelensky won with about 73% of the vote. I respect the Ukrainian people in taking the power in their own hands to take back their democracy in both instances. I would also like to talk about, I know both of these people care about sovereignty a lot here. In both instances, both in 2004 and 2014 and before it, the Russian state has meddled in the affairs of Ukraine on multiple
occasions. They won't nuke with their own soldiers there?
Directly getting involved
they may just tell them like, yo, they may tell them, just be like, yo, hey, don't be in this side. And they may drop something that won't reach the neighboring city.
And directly get involved with Ukrainian.
Mijo, you need to have a hairdo with that rocker guy.
On behalf of the state.
Yo, you think I got the same hair as this guy?
And it's not that surprising that you're going to see protests against politicians like Viktor Yanukovych, and you're going to see the Orange Revolution in 2004 when a foreign state meddles in the internal affairs of another state. So it's strange for me to hear all this concern about America interfering in the internal affairs of the Ukrainian government in 2014, when there was so much of it going on ever since the creation of, ever since Ukraine voted with over 90% of the vote to separate from Russia in
it's the same
1990s. I would also like to cite, since it hasn't been brought up by anyone, that Russia guaranteed in 1994 in the Budapest Memorandum to not invade Ukraine after it gave up its nuclear weapons and to respect the nation's territorial integrity. I would also say the spirit of that was also violated when they meddled.
You think they care about their soldiers?
Ukraine in both.
There's no way Russia's gonna drop a nuke on their own soldiers.
Besides that, I heard a
nah, fuck, that would be crazy.
Right, but I heard no concern about, for example, the Russian National Unity Movement, which is
the crazy thing is though, bro, off rip, Russia has never given a shit about their soldiers, just disposable cannon. Once you nuke everything, everyone goes fire. Bro, off rip, Jackson and Haas, like off rip, they're already at a severe disadvantage, bro. For like, I have to understand their logic. There's no way these guys are just. I think Haas is funny with like that when he came back from that suspension, and then the fucking the music, the fucking they're not gonna win, and like it was fucking hilarious. But bro, there has to be. There's no way that they're 100% for Russia on all aspects. There has to be something else.
And a militia group that is active under the arm of the Donetsk People's Republic. They are a neo-Nazi militia that has been.
They will come back. Haas will go ape shit.
Republic for a very long period of time now. And so for me, this claim of denazification, or this at all having to do with denazification, is ridiculous to me. Not only are Nazis fighting on behalf of Russian-backed rebels, but there's also instances of, for example, Belarus, the leader of Belarus, which is involved in the conflict, praising Adolf Hitler, saying Germany reached its peak under Adolf Hitler. And not only that, but also we can talk about the Chechen fighters, for example. In Chechnya,
Haas is pro-China.
Concentration camps.
Haas is pro-China too.
The deep history of the gays in Nazi Germany.
Oh my god.
Homosexuals in concentration camp would solidly fall under that category. This doesn't even have to do with polling data when we talk about anti-Semitism between the two countries, or the fact that the Azov Battalion's political party.
What is he pro-China on though? I mean, I like how China is moving.
Maybe if you add in the three-finger party, you can get
like
a seat out of 450.
I like how China is moving their society up at a high rate. So that's something you can respect as a country.
It's simple that the Slavs of Europe,
and that's what United States
with neo-Nazis, and it's really.
You gotta remember well, he's a commie. I think you're saying that's a troll. Like, what do what's a commie? Communist. What's a communist? Communism is a political and economic ideology that positions itself in opposition to liberal democracy and capitalism, advocating instead for a classless system, which means the production are owned communally and private property is non-existent and severely curtailed. Key takeaways. Communism is an economic ideology, okay? The communist ideology was developed by Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels and is the opposite of the capitalist one, which relies on democracy and production. Prominent examples of communism was the Soviet Union and China. While the former collapsed in 1991, the latter has drastically revised its economic system to include elements of capitalism. Is Haas a communist? Bro, what the fuck? There's no way. Yo, where's these memes coming from, bro? Where are these memes coming from? Communism at its core is the ideal way to live. Think about it, Texas GDP bigger than all of Russia. Not trolling? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, man. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Easy to convince your population that the enemy is bad if you call them all Nazis. If in this debate I said, you know, my two opponents here are neo-Nazis, it would justify me being extremely terrible towards
communism. Looks good on paper, but in reality it's horrible and never worked anywhere.
We can probably get into specifics of U.S. involvement in 2015.
Is Russia a communist country or no?
Eat healthy.
Come on, son.
Best, you gotta try Kachava. Kachava is the
and the labeling of as a coup. We can get more into the Budapest Memorandum. I'm hoping to get more into that.
It worked in Yugoslavia until Tito died.
I'd like to add on amends to Dylan's statement that I would like to congratulate the neo-Nazi country of Ukraine for being the first country outside of Israel to have its two highest level political positions held by Jewish people, which is an amazing achievement for a supposedly neo-Nazi. Whoa, opening statements. Oh my good, opening statement.
Wait, hold on one sec, gentlemen. They do it. There are still 5 minutes left for.
Thank you. Well,
yeah. Oh, this is where Hal's jumping in like, whoa, buddy.
We're gonna play. Yeah, now we got factoid time.
I do want to say.
Oh yeah, go for it.
That it isn't that surprising that these people couldn't respect the rules of debate when the Russians are not respecting the rules of war in multiple cities across Ukraine. So,
bro. How long was this dude waiting for this zinger? Bro, this dude, Dylan had that zinger fucking stashed in his pocket for like, he's like, oh man, I can't wait for the opening to use this line. It was a good zinger, but like, you could tell he had that stashed. He's like, oh man, I can't wait.
They do. Hold on one sec, gentlemen. They do it. There are still 5 minutes left for.
Thank you. Well, if we're gonna play, yeah, now we got factoid.
I do want to say.
Oh yeah, go for it.
That it isn't that surprising that these people couldn't respect the rules of debate when the Russians are not respecting the rules of war in multiple cities across Ukraine.
It's almost as though they were trying to improve the security of their opening statement by violating the security of ours. Unbelievable.
I hate it. All right. So I'm gonna use the mute button liberally tonight, just because I
Yo,
a fruitful conversation.
I agree. Thank you.
Any last words from Destiny and Dylan in terms of that opening?
Last word, just for
these guys must have beasted in history class. True maniac, bro.
This is a fighting force of maybe 2,500 people, of whom 10 to 20.
In high school, I was just literally, what the fuck was I doing? In high school, I was just playing Halo, playing Metal Gear Solid. Just trying to get my dick sucked. These guys, and like I fucking did so bad in history. These guys were talking like, these guys look like they are about this life.
20% are supposedly neo-Nazis out of a Ukrainian army that has over 200,000 active military personnel. The idea that Ukraine is some hotbed of neo-Nazi activity is just hilarious. Having both a prime minister and a president that are Jewish, like it's one of the biggest driving forces that Putin uses.
Yeah, these guys do know more than the history teacher.
Pure propaganda. All right, I think are we good here, Dylan? We got a few more minutes. Anything else you wanna?
I mean, I could.
Were you trying to get your pipe sucked, or did you get your pipe sucked?
The targeting of civilians and
True.
I mean, he's laughing, demented as usual. Targeting of civilians all across Ukraine.
Since you address me, you're full of shit.
Hold on,
I can address all I want.
Whoa!
I can comment on that.
Whoa! I'm walking here.
3 minutes and 15 seconds left for Destiny.
So tell him to stay on topic. Don't make comments directed at me, Pillsbury.
It's a debate. It's debate. What do you mean? Don't make comments directed.
Don't make comments at me, Pillsbury Doughboy.
There are about 3 minutes and 15 seconds left for Destiny.
So tell him to stay on topic. Don't make comments directed at me, Pillsbury.
It's a debate. It's debate. What do you mean? Don't make comments directed at you? Do you want to just make long speech?
Do you think would it be considered
That was a good one.
a war crime when Yushchenko didn't that guy say that it was really crazy? He had like Agent Orange poisoning or whatever. That was kind of a random thing. When
Those kids in class that try to one up the teacher. True cigarettes.
Kind of weird.
True. I'll be reading the comments that you guys put in Discord too. I have Discord pulled up and I have chat pulled up, and I'll be reading both.
Strange. I mean,
am I randomly, you know?
Look, hey, amongst
it's a little strange. All the journalists.
Wait, what the? Look at that. Look at that. You just can't stop. See, again, more evidence that pro-Russian individuals in this conflict just can't follow rules of engagement. Anyway, a critical civilian infrastructure has been targeted in Mariupol. Civilians have been bombed in Curacao.
The answer is C, boys.
Kindergartens have been targeted. NGOs like Amnesty International.
Right now, in violation of the Geneva Convention, I believe that the largest nuclear reactor in the world has been hit multiple times and is currently on fire.
That's true. That's happening
Ukraine.
Right now, actually. True.
But we don't have reports yet. I think I saw an RT article saying Ukrainians themselves were shooting handguns at it in order to foment like false.
Did we check to see if there was a swastika on the side of the nuclear reactor? It could be a Nazi.
There was a picture of a swastika that was released by Russian state media, but it later came out that it was part of Call of Duty War at War. So it was
anymore.
Okay, that was the end of our opening statement. We rest our case.
All right.
Yo!
If it's your first time here, Modern Day Debate is a neutral channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as we have many more debates coming up. And want to let you know our desks are linked in the description if you'd like to hear more. Last but not least, gentlemen, really during this open conversation, I really do need you to work with me. It really does have to be that you're not speaking over each other, because that's
Destiny thinks he's funny.
our own purpose of having the debate if people can't hear people because they're speaking over each other. So we're gonna go into open conversation.
This is cool though.
Is all yours.
Well, where do we want to start, gentlemen?
I'll start since you guys just went by responding to. Well, I mean, there's a whole lot to pick through there, but Dylan did make the inflammatory claim that Yanukovych was impeached, and despite the fact that Dylan claims to be an expert on the matter, yada yada yada, foreign policy expert, he seems to have lost out the fact that Yanukovych was actually not.
Who's Yanukovych?
Constitutional requirements in Ukraine. In fact,
I would like to finish.
Well, let me finish because you happen to not know what you're talking about. So there needed to be 3/4
Who's Yanukovych?
to
Let me
guarantee
see.
an impeachment, and they did not reach that. They did not get those 3/4.
How many subs to say you're pro-Russian? 10,000.
And the Supreme Courts and the Constitutional Courts were not involved. They did not recognize this as an impeachment. I believe it was the following day or maybe 2 days after.
Former president of Ukraine who fled because protest.
And he was going to flee to the second largest city in Ukraine. He did. He fled by helicopter, and there was actually reports. The reason why he fled by helicopter is because
I don't know who that is, Nightmare.
A act of violence upon him committed by these far right-wing forces that were trying to lead this coup, and in fact, upon his the series of cars that were supposed to be carrying him off to Kharkov when he was leaving, when in fact he was in a helicopter, they were fired upon by snipers. So he was not impeached. There was no constitutional requirement. They didn't get enough votes. So I'm glad you said that.
Well,
Oh yeah, you know what? I'll do Wordle while
legally or not legally impeached. This has been
Not gonna lie, me who looks mad Russian with that bun. Stop playing.
Okay, you continue to laugh.
So why'd you say that he was?
You didn't
Let's
let me,
see.
you didn't let me finish. Okay, it's an ongoing constitutional debate on whether he was legally or non-legally impeached.
Why is there a debate?
Okay.
Let's just give a minute or two.
Huh.
Just a minute or two for Dylan to respond.
Okay.
Huh.
There's a ongoing legal debate within Ukraine, and I am going to appeal to the legal scholars in Ukraine, which said that he was constitutionally impeached. I'm going to appeal to them because I'm not a legal expert, and I know Jackson Hinkle, you're not a legal expert as well.
Fuck!
I do want to bring up here for a second that this is probably the first time I've ever seen Jackson in favor of a regime change war. And can we also
Impartial
talk about,
scientists.
let me
appeal to the scientists.
I'll give you 30 seconds. I gotta give you 30 seconds.
Fuck.
And then we gotta
Okay. We got
Can we talk
R.
about science for a second? Can we talk about the claim you made that the Ukrainian government was working with the American government to make bioweapons that would target Russian DNA?
There have been reports that the biolabs that are operating within Ukraine, that the Ukrainian government is allegedly solely operating, were indeed This is an allegation by the Russian embassy, and I'm going to appeal.
Do you have any evidence?
I'm going to appeal to the experts at the Russian embassy who are
so you have
experts in,
okay. So you.
Well,
so
yeah, I'm going to appeal to the scholars on military threats, the military apparatus of the Russian foreign ministry. I'm going to appeal to the scholars of the Russian military, who I trust them. I'm not an expert in the intel.
Oh, he trusts the Russian military?
Of the Russian military, who I trust them. I'm not an expert in.
Holy shit! You guys were not playing. You guys were not playing. Holy shit!
The intel that all they have and all.
Which scientist has backed that up?
How's this pro-Russia?
Those are Russian military foreign relations experts, and they know what's going on. They have the intel. It's the GRU. I don't know
which ones. Which ones?
Which legal scholars in particular? Which legal scholars are arguing that the impeachment was legal then?
So you're fine with me appealing. So it's a problem for me to appeal to legal scholars, but it's not. It's a problem for you to do
I'm
that.
just applying the same standard you're applying to me.
Oh yeah, let me see where though.
When I was doing that, as if it was
got today in 2.
So it's okay then.
Same standard. So all I can say is that I don't believe that the Russian foreign ministry would be lying about this.
So you do believe? Okay, how would that be done exactly? How would you target Russian DNA with biochemical weapons? How would that work? Definitely considering.
Wait, you don't know that there's. Wait, you don't know that there's biological weapons.
Let me finish.
You don't know that there's biological weapons.
Hold on one second. Hold on, gentlemen.
Whoa, Moshishito.
You don't know that's a thing.
Let me finish. You guys, seriously, just to be fair to Infrared.
Whoa, Moshishito. So we got RE.
Right back to you.
Yeah, finally, you don't know that that's a thing, that there's biological weapons that are being developed that target the specific DNA of specific peoples, that the U.S. was accusing China of developing this and vice versa for China. Like, you don't know about that whole thing?
My problem is it's very difficult for Putin on one hand to talk about the united, history of both Ukraine and Russia.
Louis BZ song Gator Fresh.
Relations between.
If the civilians are being by soldiers disobeying command, they would have been dealt with. Putin would have put them in on a statement. Holy shit.
But there's no evidence for
can we just ask a more reasonable question? Wait, don't you think it's
Let me try to think what's another word.
State media who is trying to
it's not the state
fabricate
media, it's the Russian embassy.
Let's give Steven 30 seconds and we'll kick it over to you and Brad or Jackson.
If I were to try to tell you that I know that Iraq has weapons of mass destruction because the U.S. State Department.
This was not the pretext for.
Oh my God! Wait, is there an echo in my? Was that my voice echoing?
Because it's pivoting. This was not the pretext for a special operation, so it's not a relevant debate.
We have to.
Off topic.
I promise.
Destiny,
Infrared.
you started this debate bitching about not being off topic.
Moshishito, the fucking genius.
30 seconds to Destiny. We'll come right.
Moshishito thinks out the fucking box.
I don't understand because I don't think the Kremlin Gremlin would be happy if I were to cite the U.S. State Department when the United States unilateral war against another country. I don't think I'd be able to say, well, the United States has this thing. You would need some sort of external European Union body or UN body or somebody looking into something. So for Russia, that's trying to justify a unilateral invasion into a country, to say that their embassy said that.
Yo, this is hilarious, bro. You just got Destiny fucking read it off. You got has. Yo, listen to me, buddy.
This was a bioweapon. I don't think that's I don't think that's fair.
You goddamn fucking know.
I feel bad for
man.
Yeah, if
Infrared, you gotta do me a favor. You can't, if you're gonna unmute yourself, come on, you gotta work with me.
Oh, but so I'm gonna take his insults and not respond. We're not gonna play the.
You can insult me, but just do it in your time.
He's gonna sit his little bitch ass gnome ass down and fucking put some respect on this, or I am gonna fucking cut him off. Now, if this was the pretext for Russia's special military operation, you would be right. We would need that evidence to be provided. But that's not the fucking pretext for the special military operation. It's another type of allegation, the details of which have not been disclosed to the fucking public. So arguing about it is
Bruh.
you want to know my fucking opinion? I trust that they wouldn't make this up because they don't need to, because they have plenty enough, such as the fact that the Ukrainian government is infiltrated by anti-Russian neo-Nazi forces. And we're going to talk about that actually. You said that because Zelensky is Jewish and that there's Jewish representation in the Ukraine.
Zelensky is Jewish?
There couldn't possibly be neo-Nazi.
Zelensky is Jewish and not Ukrainian? Oh, I didn't know that.
Sympathies rampant in the Ukrainian rule.
I never said that there weren't neo-Nazi sympathizers. There might be sympathizers.
Oh, I didn't know.
What your initial allegation was.
Was Nazism solely defined by anti-Semitism? No, it was anti-Semitism actually was just a subset of the pan-European supremacism that defined Nazism. They were anti-Semitic because they considered Jews to be foreign to Europe, right? The main thrust actually was
Jewish means religion.
Russians who were considered
He's still Ukrainian.
to the east in general.
Oh, okay. You can be Jewish and Ukrainian at the same.
Nobody cares.
Okay, I get it now. I get it now.
Because the fact that Zelensky is Jewish doesn't fucking mean that Ukrainian government can't have neo-Nazi sympathies. Stepan Bandera, who is a Nazi collaborator during World War II, is widely celebrated in Ukraine. By
You playing a character, imagine.
Monuments by him. They're putting his pictures up during Maidan. He's been exonerated and he's been rehabilitated, despite the fact that he was a fucking Nazi collaborator. Now, if you can't square that consistency with the fact that Zelensky,
I refuse to believe someone made it to 40 or so. Bro, I'm 32 or 33. Moses, are you Jewish? We're like
Are you
this.
saying that the Russian Nazis like Jews? They're fine with Jews? I mean, the Ukrainian Nazis. They're fine with Jews? They're like pro-Jew Nazis?
That's a question you should raise to them. And
well, no, I'm asking you. I'm raising the question.
Happy birthday to you too, Chico.
They may harbor anti-Semitic views, but as far as I'm not concerned, there is nothing
Love you too, man.
about the idea of Western Ukrainian who are from Jewish descent to also have neo-Nazi sympathies themselves.
Having sympathies for somebody that might have been a national hero. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to interrupt you.
Infrared, we've given you a good amount of time. Let's kick it over to Steven, and then Jackson, after Steven, just in case Jackson has anything too.
So this is like Nazi propaganda. It's hard to tell the difference. This is like Putin propaganda 101. Okay, so the original claim was that the government was full of like neo-Nazis, and now it's.
What does it mean, Putin propaganda? Putin. What does he mean? Propaganda. Selling lies to justify war. Bruh. Come on, son. Is that how shit really be going down? Yeah. Oh my god. Hilarious propaganda pictures as the Russian leader turned 69. Yo, like... Yo, I'm not gonna front. This sounds crazy for me to say. Well, bro, whoever controls like the meme propaganda of making Putin look cool in pictures, I wonder how much they're paying that person, bro, because like literally they are, bro, like His pictures are literally fucking insane. The bear isn't Photoshop. That's a real picture. There's no free press in Russia, dude. Let's see. Bruh.
Shift.
It is.
Am I done talking? Holy shit. Now the claim is moved all the way back to, well, there is a hero that was pretty inarguably a neo-Nazi that some people in Ukraine celebrate. This is
Not
a totally
not some.
totally
Mostly just memers on the internet.
He's an incredibly divisive figure, and there is an incredibly divisive
Bro, if there's memers on the internet, bro, I would love fucking memers to.
Shit. This isn't your Spencer debate where you're gonna ramble for 12 fucking hours without letting me get a fucking word in, okay? The idea that just because somebody worships some hero or some country said, oh, this guy was really important in our history, means that the entire country is all.
Yo, who's good at memes? I would love some shit like
The
this.
United States celebrates any fucking hero that has a sordid history or has been racist or has been anti-Semitic or whatever else. The fucking United States.
I would love some shit like that.
World War II in exchange for some of the scientific.
Oh shit! What the fuck?
It doesn't make us Nazis. It doesn't make our government full of neo-Nazi sympathizers. If you want to make the argument that Ukraine has,
Well, put more Shishito here.
then you need to show me neo-Nazi actions happening today in Ukraine, not trying to allude to some hero that a prime minister, you know, in 2010 or whatever, decided to nominate as some fucking hero because of his history in Ukraine. You need to show me something current about that. What are the neo-Nazi activities that Ukraine is taking on today? Don't tell me who was nominated as a fucking national hero.
Hey, you're completely full of fucking shit. You just said that Stepan Bandera was only incidentally a Nazi collaborator. His whole historical significance was that he was a fucking Nazi collaborator. He has no significance outside of that.
I think I can add some context to this.
It's not like the inventor of the fucking telephone who happened to be a racist. This guy, his primary historical significance was being a Nazi collaborator who betrayed the Soviet Union and was attacking them on behalf of the fucking Nazis to exterminate the Slavic and Russian and Ukrainian peoples to create a westernized Ukrainian collaborator state. So you're completely full of fucking shit when it comes to that. Finally, you want to know about the neo-Nazi activities that are going.
Yo, Haz's beard is like fully connected. Like my beard, like it's not like it doesn't get full like his. Like when you look at Haz's beard, his is like fully connected and grows like crazy. Super long. Yeah, it's just long. Mine doesn't grow like that. It must be like a pro-Russia thing. Has to be like a pro-Russia thing.
Going on now and have been going on in the past 8 years. Sure, it's the Azov Battalion, which is the vanguard of Ukraine's military in the eastern Ukraine and in the Donbass, which is regularly attacking civilians, regularly shelling civilian infrastructure, regularly embarking on a campaign to slaughter and exterminate the Russian peoples in eastern Ukraine. They committed the massacre of Odessa back in the early days of the Maidan. All sorts of fucking neo-Nazi activities. They burned people alive. They've hung people. They've slaughtered
Jesus Christ.
Made people disappear. If you want to talk about neo-Nazi activities in fucking Ukraine that are now in contemporary here, we have a whole host of
every single thing you just described modern day Russia.
Add some context. I want to jump in and add some context.
Crucified people. They crucified.
None of that was neo-Nazi and all that's been done by Russia.
Neo-Nazi crucified people for being.
No, it's not a neo-Nazi war crime.
Listen, you guys have all been talking. You guys have all been talking. Let me get in my 2 cents now, okay? So
this reminds me of like a Zerka Royale type shit. He's saying Ukraine deserves this. To be honest,
the primary goal.
Well, I have to hear a little bit more. I don't exactly know. I know where Jackson and Haas kind of stand with, but I want to see like. There has to be something more.
of the ideological inheritors of the Organization for Ukrainian
Putin did say he's fighting neo-Nazis. Maybe he was the good guy all along.
The ideology, the radical faction within this organization, especially Stefan Bandera. They are the people who are primarily responsible for the hundreds of thousands of,
I have to see what
and Russian.
I don't agree. I don't agree. Like I don't agree with. I don't stand with Russia. Like, what I want to know is what does Jackson and Haas stand exact? Like, I don't think Jackson and Haas stands with the whole thing Russia doing. I think they're saying they're pro-Russia for certain aspects. I don't know.
Deaths that took place during
No, the fuck I don't mean.
Western Ukrainian ultranationalists and neo-Nazis were collaborating with the actual Nazis from Germany that were invading. Okay, so ideological inheritors of this ideology, and apologies for not being able to pronounce.
Chad do be lying. So
Oleg Tianyabuk, who is the co-founder of Oleg Svoboda, he claims that he wants to purge Ukraine of Jewish people and Russians. He was ranked the
they are 100% pro-Russian
political leader on the planet in 2012. It just so happens.
True, but I heard a lot of pro-Russians a lot of soldiers are dying. Ukraine is beating their ass.
This guy right here
is Ukraine winning? Well, defending itself, actually winning.
Who was a co-founder of Svoboda, also co-founded.
I'm talking about who want to be a millionaire.
Right-wing party with Andriy Parubi. He was the leader of the Euromaidan protests. He was the one that helped organize the violence that was inflicted upon the.
Not really. Why wouldn't they fight back?
50 individuals who died.
I think
massacres on February 20th.
I think this whole Russia-Ukraine thing is not lasting more than 10 days. Either Ukraine is gonna fully defend themselves with the help of either the United States or other countries, or Ukraine is gonna or Russia's gonna step it up to the level of to no return. I know it's been 9 days. I'm saying it's not gonna last more than 10 days from now. Where it's at right now, it's gonna end soon.
Ukraine, he was the leader of the Society to Erect the Stefan Bandera Monument in Ukraine, and he claims that Bandera was the most important person in Ukraine.
According to Ukraine government, they have bodied 10,000 Russians. Holy shit!
This individual
10,000 Russians?
replaced the civilian governor of Odessa.
I'm not saying they wouldn't fight back, but who would have thought they would have did so well, Russia?
You have Viktor Yushchenko, who's president. He actually publicly, before leaving office,
that's all lies and propaganda.
That, for an unbreakable spirit,
bro, I think Putin's gonna do something crazy in the next 1 to 3 days.
Status of hero of Ukraine.
I think Putin's gonna wait till this Sunday for some reason, and he's gonna do something crazy.
Stefan Bandera. You can look at tons of people. Andriy Belitsky, Ukrainian white nationalist.
Ukraine's actually fucked.
Founder of the Social National Assembly, first commander of the Azov Battalion. He's celebrated on TV.
No, I'm talking about in U.S. times. Oh wait, let me finish the word.
You can go down the line.
So I have BRE.
Many members.
There's no A.
Deputies of.
There's no O.
30 more seconds.
People's Deputies of Ukraine, National Security and Defense Council, secretaries, all of these people within the Ukrainian military and government have had some sort of an ideology.
Let me try brunch.
Sympathy to or participation in. A
lot
of these people have with neo-Nazism. Okay, and this is the last thing I'll say regarding neo-Nazism. This is a shocking video. There's a video of some of the neo-Nazis who helped organize and carry out the Maidan coup, who said if not for the 8% of neo-Nazis, the effectiveness of Maidan would have dropped by 90%. And these were the same people that were funded by, indirectly funded by U.S. agencies on the ground, like the National Endowment for Democracy. Last thing I'll say is
that was the last one.
Dylan or Destiny.
Yeah, real quick. So just as a quick
if the
response,
Azov are marginal, if the Azov battalion is marginal, then why did Poroshenko in 2014 say they are our best fighters? Why did even the mainstream Western press report that as far as Ukraine's eastern operations were concerned, the Azov battalion was a vital unit? Why did the National Guard of
that was the last question.
yeah, we can't answer 400 questions. Just as so like
I gotta give them a chance to
just as like a real quick thing, okay? Like you can go back as much as you want, like 20 years ago when Ukraine was barely a country for 10 years and the country was still mired in corruption, and try to say, well, these guys came from these parties that were like blah blah blah. Like, show me anti-Semitism in Ukraine, right? Ukraine is like one of the last parliament. Can I
oh fuck! Oh no! No!
There was anti-Semitism in Ukraine. The civil war happening, going civilians are dying. That's Nazism. You can't point towards people being killed extrajudiciously, people that are being people that are being deported from their lands. Because if you want to call that Nazism, then we just have to go over to the east and look at Putin. He's the biggest fucking Nazi alive right now. So the idea that in and of itself qualifies as anti-Semitism when Ukraine is probably the
it could either be A, B,
according to the Ukrainian Jewish Center.
It could be bribe, A, B, C,
Ukrainian Jewish encounter at least. When you look at the fact that people in Poland
F,
are
G,
keen to take on people that are fleeing from Ukraine,
I, J,
we don't see this mass persecution of Jewish people in Ukraine. We don't see any like anti-Semitism in Ukraine. You can go back all you want and point to like one hero that was nominated by an outgoing prime minister, or you can point to these people that in the very beginning came from far right parties. But there's just no evidence today that there is this rampant anti-Semitism, this rampant Nazism in Ukraine. It doesn't exist.
Where are you getting
Y,
this?
Z.
The only measurement of
It has to be bribed. I went through A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I went through all of them.
So there's also something that's really interesting here, and it's that Nazism seems to matter so much on one side. Nobody cares about the neo-Nazi militia. Nobody even brings them up.
Fucking shit!
And the militias fighting on behalf of the Donetsk People's Republics. Why? Because those are inconvenient Nazis. Those are Nazis on the Russian side. People don't talk about the fact that we're talking about the Nazis are bad. Why are the Nazis bad? They put people in concentration camps. They slaughter people and all the war crimes that he brings up. But the fact that the same people involved in putting homosexuals in concentration camps are right now within Ukraine fighting against the Ukrainian government, that isn't something of concern. I heard them.
Whoa, what did he say? Jump in the pool for that? Rip my headphones? That was a tough one. Hold up, what did he say about homo? What?
Because they put people in concentration camps, they slaughtered people and all the war crimes that he brings up. But the fact that there's the people in the militias one side. Nobody cares about the neo-Nazi militias fighting on side by side with Russian soldiers. Nobody even brings them up. The Russian National Unity Movement and the militias fighting on behalf of the Donetsk People's Republics. That isn't brought up. Why? Because those are inconvenient Nazis. Those are Nazis on the Russian side. People don't talk about the fact that we're talking about the Nazis are bad. Why are the Nazis bad? Obviously because they put people in concentration camps, they slaughtered people and all the war crimes that he brings up. But the fact that the same people involved in putting homosexuals in concentration camps are right now within Ukraine fighting against the Ukrainian government, that isn't something of concern. I heard them laugh when I talked about Belarus.
Whoa. The whole it's a lot of Nazi talk, but what did he say about gay people?
And all the war crimes that he brings up. But the fact that the same people involved in putting homosexuals in concentration camps are right now within Ukraine. That the same people involved in putting homosexuals in concentration camps are right now within Ukraine same people involved in putting homosexuals in concentration camps are right now within Ukraine fighting against the Ukrainian government.
Holy
that
shit.
isn't something of concern. I heard them
Whoa.
laugh when I talked about Belarus, the Belarusian
Whoa,
dictator
what?
Lukashenko
Whoa,
praising Adolf
Moshishito
Hitler.
and the
These things are
LGBTQ plus community are like
because
this.
The problem is, right,
Whoa.
and this is the fact of the matter,
Whoa.
there are Nazis fucking everywhere across this conflict. But the problem is the people want to hype up the Nazis on one side to make them the Nazis because Slavic people have a terrible history with Nazis. If you can make your opponent the Nazis, then boom, they're the bad guys. Anything you do against them is justified. If I could stand here and tell you that Russia is a Nazi state, I could bring up the fact that 5% of Ukrainians believe that Jews should not be allowed to be citizens, while 15% of Russians believe that thing. Almost.
What? 5%?
That Russia is a Nazi state. I could bring up the fact that 5% of Ukrainians believe that Jews should not be allowed to be citizens, while
5% of Ukrainians think Jewish people should not be citizens? And 15% of Russian people? Bro, where the fuck did these people get this survey from? That can't be true.
that 5% of Ukrainians believe that Jews should not be allowed to be citizens, while 15% of Russians believe that thing. Almost.
Where are these people getting this statistic from that 5% of Ukrainians think Jewish people shouldn't be citizens and 15% of Russian people believe Jewish people shouldn't be citizens? Where the fuck is this statistic coming from?
Triple that statistic. I could bring up the Lukashenko quotes about Hitler. I could bring up the gays being put in concentration camps in Russian territory. I could bring up the neo-Nazis militias and say, so Russia is a Nazi state, but that would be dishonest. But I'm seeing that dishonesty from both of you right now trying to paint Ukraine a Nazi state, and I don't even think Jackson and Infrared got their points in order. Jackson saying that they are anti-Semitic Nazis, Infrared saying that these are Nazis who love the Jews. I can't even.
I didn't fucking say that. What I actually said was that
oh, he's lying. Oh, he's using that as an example. Oh, okay. Holy shit. Context matters, guys. Context matters.
the emphasis on anti-Semitism may not be as strong as the emphasis on pan-European supremacism and racial exterminationism, but that's the fucking point. And moreover, the movement for national unity is not at all fucking relevant or prevalent within the fucking Donbass. They're fighting.
Hold on.
Yeah, they're nowhere near as relevant or proportional to the fucking forces of the Russians that are fighting in the Donbass as is the Azov battalion. They're marginal. They're completely marginal. But they're Islamophobic. The Chechens are fighting. The Chechens are right now a very important.
The Chechens? Who the fuck is the Chechens? I thought it was just Russia and Ukraine. Who are the Chechens? The Chechens, historically also known as Kisti and Dertsuks, are a Northeast Caucasian ethnic group of the Na peoples native to North Caucasians in Eastern Europe. Toughest people in the world. You don't want to mess with them, Moises. Yo, I guess you guys know who the Chechens are. I mean, Russia did fight Nazis in World War II, and if they didn't, Germany wouldn't have been spilled to the fourth. What race is the Chechens? The Chechens are one of the oldest indigenous ethnic groups of Caucasians. They belong to the Caucasian Balkan type of the European race. Their language is Chechen, which together with related language of the neighboring English people forms the so-called Vanakan branch of the Ibo-Caucasian group. Okay. I butchered the shit out that sentence.
part of Russia's operation right now. You think the Chechens are working alongside these totally Islamophobic prevalent forces? No, they're not prevalent. They're fucking completely
Let me take a quick
marginal.
piss.
These,
And if you take into
they're not.
account the premise of what started this entire conflict back in 2014, the Euromaidan protests and the violence that ensued there, and the fact that it was co-opted by these coup leaders that were Western-backed, you do have to acknowledge that the effort to accomplish this and the success of the movement was led in great part thanks to Andrei Perubi, who is the speaker of one of the most recent parliaments and the chair of one of the most recent parliaments in Ukraine. This is the guy who literally sparked the entire conflict. Another thing I heard you say that was even maybe more damning than the fact that you falsely claimed that the president was impeached when he wasn't impeached was when you said that you claimed that, or maybe it was Destiny actually. I might be getting my quotes wrong. One of you said that Crimea was illegally invaded by Russia. I'd just be curious, hear your thoughts on that more, and whether or not you respect the will of the Crimean people who voted in a referendum overwhelmingly to legally join the Russian Federation. 96.77% voted in favor of joining the Russian Federation.
Was that after the invasion?
0.51% supported staying in Ukraine.
Jackson, was that after Russia invaded Crimea? They held that referendum, right? I just want to get that fact straight.
What do you find?
I just want to hear yes or no with that, Jackson. Was that the Russian referendum they held after they invaded Ukraine?
What do you find? Listen, what do you find as a Russian invasion? Because going back to 1804, there has been Russian troops in
the invasion of when they took over, when they invaded in Crimea. You can't answer that question.
He's not going to
answer that question.
I gotta respond. Invading Ukraine despite.
Yo, this sounds like a shit show. But I'm here for it. I'm here for this shit show.
Despite the fact that they have had troops there since 1804, then sure, we'll call it an invasion, but we both know it's not an invasion.
The Crimeans declared their independence
overwhelmingly
before the Russian invasion.
Yo, there's mad people. The moderator isn't doing that. Yo, there's mad people. Who are the Crimeans? Who are the... Yo, I thought this was just literally Russia versus Ukraine. But you got these people called Chechens. Nah, you got Crimeans. Crimean is below Ukraine. Oh, so Crimeans is basically Ukrainians, but different. All right. So how there's Spanish people, there's Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, like that. Okay, I get you.
It's like the people in the Donbass did.
Like Florida?
Having troops stationed in a port is not the same as taking over the entire peninsula.
Separated from the Ukrainian government.
What's your evidence they took over the entire peninsula? Because there are plenty of videos on the ground of people saying they are not threatening anybody. They're here peacefully.
Russia took Crimea a few years ago? Holy shit. Hey man, if you in 2014, I mean, if you take one spot and you get away with it, whoa. They're debating Russia versus Ukraine. So Destiny and Dylan is pro-Ukraine, which is these guys, Destiny and Dylan right here, and versus Haas and Jackson, which is pro-Russia, and that's these guys right here.
Who has sovereignty right now over the Crimean Peninsula? I'm sorry. Who owns
in favor?
Who administers right now to the region of the Crimean Peninsula? Is it the Ukrainian government? Yeah, or is it the Russian government?
It's a part of the Russian Federation since they.
Okay, so what does it mean to join the Russian Federation? And they voted that. Who held that referendum?
The referendum was organized by the people of Crimea.
Under who? It was a Russian organized referendum.
How's it saying Crimea willingly joined Russia? Did Crimea willingly join Russia? The official result from the Autonomous Republic of Crimea was a 97% vote for integration of the region in Russian Federation, with an 83% undervote turnout with local. Okay. Let's get. Why did Crimea vote to join Russia? I mean, so they voted. They voted. Okay.
Referendum that had the Russian. It was.
Wait. If they didn't join, that's what referendum. But what's the repercussions? What's the repercussions if you don't vote in favor of joining Russia? Does Russia bomb you? Okay, then. Russia held the vote. Imagine, bro, if Russia held the vote, that's like me saying, that's like you telling that's like someone telling a chick, all right, let's have a vote. Let's have a vote. Do you suck my dick or not? And they're like, all right, it's 50-50. No, hold on, wait, not a good thing. Hold on. Okay, no, wait, this isn't the best. This isn't the best kind of scenario. Bro, how does Russia get the vote though? Crimea should vote if they want to join NATO, if they want to join Russia. Bro, how does you ask a girl to suck your dick, but you ask your mate? Oh my God, that's so good. You ask your girl to suck your dick, but then you tell your boys to cast the votes. Oh my God, that's a perfect example. That's a perfect example. So, Russia voting for Crimea to join. That's a perfect example. Holy shit. Bro, that's not fair at all. What if your boys vote to suck your dick too?
Organized.
It was organized by
Gentlemen, I gotta interrupt everybody. Pardon my interruption. Just to be sure that Jackson, did you feel like you had enough time to answer that last question from Steven?
Sure.
Got you. Okay, and then I think Steven, you were.
Yeah, so a referendum that's not recognized by any other country in the world, including Ukraine, obviously.
So there it is. That vote is not recognized by any other place other than Russia. Because the alternative is, if Crimea said no, they would have got bombed to smithereens. Destiny is just saying, since Russia held the votes in Crimea, that it was rigged. I mean, it sounds kind of rigged. I mean, I bet like, all right, let's have a vote. I tell my girl, let's have a vote to suck my dick. And then I tell my boys, all right, all 6 of you vote whether my girl should suck my dick. Obviously, my boys is gonna say yes. Crimea is my girl's friends. I have 6 of my friends. She has 6 of her friends. I'd be like, all right, let's have a vote. Are you gonna suck my dick? I give no votes to her friends. All the votes go to my boys. That was basically the vote Russia did for Crimea to join. Right?
The idea that you could invade some part of a country and then hold a referendum there to see if those people want to stick with you, even if we granted all of that they did say yes,
the actual discussion is less confusing than what you said. What the fuck?
Sovereign territory to other invading nation states. That's just not how that works. Even if that was the case, I don't care what's interesting here. Even if that was the case, that doesn't work that way in any other part of the world.
Yeah,
okay? Respecting the sovereignty, respecting the results.
Listen, Destiny.
Wait, dude. Hold on. James, seriously, they can't just throw out like 50 million. I didn't talk at all. I didn't even answer your question. I didn't even get to answer his question.
Let me
respond to what
not to mention the fact that
1 sec, gentlemen.
Stop
I hate to
talking.
do this, but I do want to say, Dylan, is there anything you want to clean up on behalf of Destiny? Because we haven't heard from you for a while.
There's two things. The first thing I wanted to bring up is that I didn't hear from Infrared really. He just said the Chechens are fighting the yes, but Chechens involved in putting homosexuals.
Bro, this dude keeps on talking about the quote. He keeps on saying the homosexual word. Look, he loves saying it. Didn't love saying it.
I didn't hear from Infrared really. He just said the Chechens are fighting the yes, but Chechens involved in putting homosexuals in concentration camp.
That doesn't make them Nazis.
Wait,
that
no. Listen to me.
Oh my God. What did Haas say?
Sexuals and from Infrared really. He just said the Chechens are fighting the yes.
Look what Dylan says and look at Haas's response. Yo, Haas just don't give a fuck. Did you see this response? Look at Dylan. Look what Dylan says and look at Haas's response.
Yes, but Chechens involved in putting homosexuals in concentration camp.
That doesn't make them Nazis.
Wait.
Holy shit.
Wait, no, listen to me. Whether or not, let me finish. Whether they're Nazis or not specifically doesn't matter.
Okay, then just say that.
Let me finish.
Then just say that.
I don't care. Shut up. I don't care. Okay? I'm trying to finish my point. I think that people who put people in concentration camps, minority groups, should not be involved in any active combat zone anywhere.
Yo, it does get thrown like crazy.
Positions. And I'm not finished, and so you should stop talking. And so, with that in mind, and knowing when you guys talking about all these war crimes and everything that was so terrible, I think it's weird that we can just look past the fact that one of the people involved currently in fighting the Ukrainians are the same people who shoved people in concentration camps in Chechnya. Also, it's weird that you are...
Bro, is Chechnya still that crazy back then? Are they throwing people in camps? Chechnya. Oh, no wonder. Look, the referendum or whatever it's called, it's under Russian Republic. Oh snap, they had a second war. Chechnya is a thing. Is Chechnya a country or part of Russia? Following the first Chechen War, 94-96, Chechnya gained de facto independence. ¿Tú hablas español? Yeah. Let's see. The Boston Bomb was Chechen? Jesus Christ.
Or fine downplaying your guys' Nazis. You admit, I guess they are Nazis fighting on behalf of your guys' side. You'll downplay your own Nazis and upplay the other side's Nazis because your Nazis, again, are inconvenient. It's inconvenient that there's Nazis on your side. And so instead of being like, there's no Nazis on our side, these Nazis are fighting a campaign of denazification.
Also, too, I never even got to finish my earlier response to Jackson's neo-Nazi shit.
I was almost done.
It's my fucking turn.
One last thing.
Dylan's talked too much. It's my fault.
One second. Okay, wait 1 second. All right, I do want to give Infrared a brief chance, and
Holy
then Destiny, I know you
shit.
have a couple of points you want to make. So, Infrared, I want to give you a chance.
Yeah, let's go.
Maybe
So the first
2
thing is
minutes
very
at the
clear.
most.
Dylan, I know that you're in favor of a Nazi, pan-European supremacist, but LGBT-friendly ideology. I already know that, okay? But the fact is, I agree. It's probably true that there's homophobia in Chechnya. They're very much more in favor of more traditional values. That's their business. As far as concentration camps are concerned, I've seen no fucking evidence for that, throwing them in concentration camps. But even if I were to grant you that that was true, that still doesn't make them fucking Nazis who want to
Even if I were to grant you that was true.
exterminate whole peoples because of their fucking nationality or their
All
race.
Balkan
or their
people
ethnic
are
origins. You
homophobic?
seem to think that's not as bad, or that's...
Are you telling the truth? Who are the Balkan people? A list of Balkan people today would include Greeks, Albanians, Macedonians, Bulgarians, Romanians, Serbs, and Bosnian. Other smaller groups of people are also found like Roma, Gypsies, neither of whom have a national state anywhere. It's their business. Bruh. Bro. He's not saying all Balkan people are homophobic, right? Is that what he said?
Throwing them in concentration camps. But even if I were to grant you that that was true, that still doesn't make them fucking Nazis who want to exterminate very much. I agree. It's probably true that there's homophobia in Chechnya. They're very much more in favor of more traditional values. That's their business. As far as
Bro, that can't be. Bro, that can't be true. Bro, that's grouping together Greek people, Albanians. Bro, that's... Nah. None of those countries are pro-LGBTQ. Albanians aren't Balkans. Well, according to Google, it says a list of Balkan people today would include Greeks, Albanians, bruh. East Europeans are super traditional third world countries. See the end? Neither of whom have a national state anywhere. Bruh. I don't know. This goes back to I don't know. Who gifted the community? Drop that prime tech.
concentration camps are concerned, I've seen no fucking evidence for that, throwing them in concentration camps. But even if I were to grant you that that was true, that still doesn't make them.
We're all telling you the
Nazis who want to
facts.
Exterminate.
Bro, but look, it says these groups are all Balkan, and in the debate they said Balkan people tend to be homophobic. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Whole peoples because of their fucking nationality or their race or their ethnic origins. You seem to think that's not as bad, or that's some kind of equivalent, right? But I don't think that's a fucking equivalent. I don't think having a conservative country, which I don't agree with persecuting sexual minorities, I just don't think that's on the same fucking level as being a goddamn fucking Nazi. You seem to not.
Heads or tails, and I'll give a prime. Deal. Let's see. Wait, hold up. All right, so I'm gonna go with tails. Yeah. Fuck.
Not fucking care about that distinction. Now you're saying that I'm downplaying the Nazis on the Russian side because they're not convenient. Never mind the fucking fact
I got
that
scammed.
in terms of the objective significance they have compared to the fucking Azov battalion on the Ukrainian side, they are nowhere near as fucking relevant. They're not significant. They are marginal. They are marginal.
Yeah, okay, I thought it was. Well, infrared.
Objective.
Infrared, 1 second.
Objective.
Infrared, hold on. I just need you to. I thought it. I did sense something too. It did seem like your volume
jacked his shit up.
Like 20 seconds ago. It did seem like something.
Yeah, because you're making everybody louder than me.
No, I promise.
Was that Russian propaganda?
I don't even know how to do that.
I mean,
You're making everybody louder than me. Holy shit. Yo, Tag, good looks. Good looks, my boy. I appreciate it. Yo. We got gifts now on deck. And that was actually the first sub of the stream. So shout out to you, Tech. First sub of the stream. Shout out to you, my boy. I appreciate it.
These Nazis. People in my chat are telling you that. People in my own chat are telling you that.
Infrared, I can give you 20 seconds on terms of
Whoa.
but then I gotta kick it over to Steven.
Dylan is making the claim that I'm.
Yo, Saturn. I appreciate the resubs. Second sub of the day. Shout out to you, my boy. I appreciate it.
But it's just inconvenient for me, rather than the actual reality being the fact that the Russian nationalists and the Russian neo-Nazis are completely marginal in the Donbass, whereas the Azov battalion are not. He mentioned something also about Lukashenko's comments that were taken out of context. Lukashenko is an anti-fascist, 100% anti-Nazi, 100% anti-Hitler. We can actually get into the nitty-gritty of what proves and backs that up too. You took some statements he made out of context.
Steven's been waiting for a while to respond.
Yeah, so just to reiterate again, the Azov battalion is not.
Cos beat everybody down. He must have had the moderator in his pocket.
Incredibly small. This is a small battalion of like less than 3,000 fighters. The idea that these people are making up the majority of Ukraine's forces is just not true. And even of the Azov battalion, only a minority of these people are neo-Nazis. Even of the Azov battalion, a minority of these people are Nazis. There are problems there for sure, but this claim that there is a broader Nazi problem in Ukraine, I mean, at this point maybe there is. If we're defining Nazis as people that are pro-LGBT and pro-Semitism, I don't know what kind of Nazis these
SEC
are,
joined the Among Us lobby.
Aside from earlier, you said they kill people, which I guess everybody on the planet is everybody's Nazi.
Let me DM him right now.
Hitler wasn't going for
Could I DM him? Let me see.
European supremacy.
Yes, he was.
Okay.
Can I join
your
Among
His last fucking speech, he
Us
talked about how
lobby?
Europe will be triumphant against the hordes coming from Central Asia.
Europe who? Europe who?
All right.
Every member of
I
Europe,
just
every
DM'd
state
him.
getting invaded,
If he
every-
says yes,
He was a
I'll
European supremacist.
I'll
He was a
definitely-
Western European
I'll definitely
supremacist.
join it.
He considered
Can
Western
I just want to. I'm just curious about
and
this.
everyone else to be subhuman.
Would you characterize the Nazism of Germany as having a large anti-Semitic
Hopefully
component
not.
and having a large ethnic component, where that ethnicity is not defined as European?
The Aryan is literally Western European for the Nazis. That's literally what it is.
Okay.
I would like.
Okay,
We'll see.
Bitch,
Jackson,
and you never
Jackson
fucking
has a
defend
point.
what you just said because
Jackson
you're
would like
fucking
to jump
wrong.
in. Let's have Jackson. Go ahead.
I would like to just say one thing really quick and then a broader point. So Destiny seems to be just hyper focusing on the Azov battalion, which yes is making up the brunt of the
He's not playing Among Us?
aggression
Whoa.
against the people of Donetsk and Luhansk. Which keep in mind that war, 81% of these civilian deaths that have taken place there in the past 3 years took place on the side of Donetsk and Luhansk. But as I mentioned, the people who literally led this coup are the ultra-nationalist right-wingers, many of whom, but not all, are anti-Semites and encompass this neo-Nazi, ideology. You seem to be leaving that out, and I can guess the motive why.
Why do you keep?
But to get to the broader point here, Destiny, a few minutes ago, you said that it's not okay for, and I'm paraphrasing, so if you want to rephrase this after the fact, go for it.
So far, mid interview, it's already like mid or past mid. No side I don't think is winning majorly like debate wise. I just heard like rambling and screaming.
It's not okay for troops to come into what you recognize as a sovereign country and, you know, forcibly bring about a change of power. I think that's, you know, we can both agree, right? So why is it?
Well, it's a debate on Twitch. Of course, no one wins.
Okay, I guess, for these far-right paramilitary groups that encompass this neo-Nazi ideology to hijack the Maidan protests, massacre people on February 20th when the protests were actually dying down and people were going home, and cause all of this violence to spiral out of control. And then when negotiations are going on between some of these neo-Nazis and the Yanukovych government to try and bring about pre-term elections to restore some order to the Ukrainian government with Yanukovych, the neo-Nazi factions, again, like Andrei Perubi, who was the leader, the commandant of the Euromaidan protests, he ordered upon his paramilitary individuals to continue blockading, to continue, you know,
bro, what the fuck is going on?
And holding their ground throughout the entirety of this protest meant raining down hellfire upon both protesters and police to incite more violence. And there's been countless Maidan leaders and activists who've provided testimony that they were the snipers.
I'm gonna give this a few more minutes
of the Ukrainian police who were doing this.
Then I'm gonna go to cop videos.
Do you not believe that Yanukovych ordered his special military people to fire on protesters? You think that's just completely and totally bullshit?
Oh, 100%. There's no evidence, and in fact,
Ukraine's Ministry of Internal Affairs literally says as much. Why do you say there's no evidence of that?
Because the Ukrainian investigation into this, the special investigation into this, actually did not make any initial charges against people who were involved in this. And again,
wait, they didn't make charges because Yanukovych wasn't even given guarantees that he wouldn't
Who's
be charged.
Yanukovych?
To Russia.
Did you beat Wordle?
Unlike the prior prime minister,
I missed the last word.
He was guaranteed
the last letter.
Yanukovych wasn't given any such guarantee. That's why he left the country.
My point here as to why I'm right?
Not really. Also, earlier you said.
Oh, it was the old president. Yeah, you're right.
You keep citing the fact that in the East. Wait, hold on. Wait, I barely talked. This guy's like rambled so much. I haven't responded to half what the shit guy said.
That there's no evidence for this, so I'm going to answer that.
I promise we'll come right back to you, Steven.
So you said
this was bullshit.
Why do I think that there's no evidence for this or whatever? So the Ukrainian investigation, they didn't.
I feel like I haven't responded to literally like fucking 80%. Like he keeps like adding on a second thing at the. Do I just keep talking? I don't know.
15 self-admitted members of the Maidan sniper units admitted in media interviews to the Maidan massacre, to sniping police and protesters. Several former members of the Georgian military testified that they and other groups of Maidan snipers in Hotel Ukraine, where these bullets were coming from, and the investigation actually proved that bullets were coming from here. They just never actually went to the extent of saying who was in the hotel.
I do want to kick it over to Steven. Just because I did give you a chance to answer the question, so jumping back to
there's a lot of evidence. So if Steven wants the full answer, you know, he should be willing to get the full answer.
There's like 20 different things I haven't responded to. So, who's finding?
Change the goalposts.
I'm not changing. You're the one that's adding a new goalpost at the end of every single sentence you've said.
You literally said what's.
I can't even respond. I can't even respond. Okay, hold on. Wait. Let's. Okay.
I can't even respond.
Now? Is this what we need to do to get the conversation going? Okay. So who do you side with? Who's ruling? What organization? What government?
Where are these guys from? I know Haas is somewhere in the middle of the United States. Like fucking he's in Michigan or Missouri. That's where Haas is from. Haas is from like Michigan, Missouri, or Nebraska. One of these. I think Jackson is somewhere in California. Destiny is in Miami right now. I don't know where the fuck Dylan's at. Dylan's in like some bunker in Ohio. Fucking. I don't know where. Oh, he's from Michigan. And I don't know where the moderator's from.
Ruling do you side with that said that police did not fire upon protesters during the Euromaidan?
Jackson's in LA.
What?
I know it was somewhere in California.
Do I side with?
No, whose investigation are you citing? Whose details? Whose
Dylan
findings?
looks like someone from Ohio. True.
Oh no. I'm referring to the testimonies given by the snipers themselves.
Testimony to who? Why would you only agree? Why would you only look at some testimony? Why wouldn't you look at the overall ruling of the Ukrainian Interior Ministry?
Because the Ukrainian investigation did not place fault on either side, though according to the testimonies themselves, they admitted.
How's this fucking rolling?
It's not that they didn't place fault on that. They explicitly said that Yanukovych ordered his police to fire upon the protesters. Do you deny that they said that?
Imagine, bro. Come on, son.
Millions of players have discovered the world with Bingo Blitz. Download now and
They did not.
Mio, how much you bet? I haven't tried it in a while, but Moshishito could still get it. Yo, imagine flying to Ukraine right now, and as soon, like being a U.S. citizen, imagine just me flying to Ukraine right now. As soon as I hop off the plane, all you see is a person die. Fucking toss me an AK. Die. Fucking tosses me a vest. Die. Fucking a riot helmet. Bro, like, and then just like, alright, we're gonna put you in this street. You see any Russians? Start fucking clapping. You get a 3-day training? Not from what I heard. I heard right now it's nitty gritty. Like, these are the final days where it's gonna end. So I hear there's no more training. More, you just landed on Earth and you heard this conversation. Which side you siding with? If I just landed on Earth and I heard this conversation, till this moment, I've been listening to this for like 30 minutes. I haven't heard any solid points of anything. I haven't heard anything.
Place blame on them.
Why do you keep saying place blame? Who's saying place blame? They made the statement. Their findings said.
Who did they charge?
I don't know if it was their. I don't think it was their role to charge anybody. And Yanukovych already fled the country.
It was their role to place charges. They didn't place charges because they couldn't find evidence that the police did this. In fact, the reason why Destiny, why can't you give me an answer for this? There were testimonies that the Maidan, the Maidan organizers were the snipers who shot at police and protesters. We have forensic examinations as well by government ballistic experts, which determined that about a dozen cases that the protesters were shot from Maidan-controlled structures, including the hotel. A forensic.
Damn, they're giving people snipers. Oh my god. Yo, Moshishito would be a beast with a fucking sniper though. Bro, if I get I would just get to the highest level. I would just get to the highest level of a building. I know I could probably single-handedly turn the title. Turn the fucking wave.
Forensic ballistic examination found that the bullets killed protesters did not match bullet samples from the police. I mean, I could go on and on. Why are you making assumptions without looking at the evidence itself?
Because I feel like I would rather rely on the overall rulings or findings of the entire committee rather than just trying to go off of some of the testimony that you might have found given by some of the officers that
these Russians are only sending in the young, experienced boys.
That this committee, at the end of the day, is being controlled by the coup government, who actually carried out.
How old are How young are Russian soldiers? Military age 18, 17. I mean, 18 to 27. These guys look a bit younger than 18. They 18? They look a little young for 18, I don't know.
This operation.
But earlier you had no problems going by information that comes from the Russian State Department about stuff going on in Ukraine?
I'm not talking about that right now. I'm talking about this. I'm actually looking at this investigation fairly and honestly, and you made the accusation that it was police.
I know, man. They look a bit younger than 18. I don't know, man.
Now you're getting caught in a little, a little problem here. So you're trying to deflect back to earlier discussions. Why did you make that claim without evidence?
Why did Yanukovych flee the country? Was it when he wasn't given a guarantee that he'd be prosecuted if he didn't do it?
It was a coup government that was gonna fucking trump shit up.
It was a coup government that was led by the guy that he was going to make his prime minister anyway.
Destiny, I just want to say one last thing on this point because clearly you're refusing to.
A Ukrainian sniper just took down a high-ranking Russian official today.
Consider what took place on February 20th when 49.
I shouldn't even be searching this. This just sounds crazy. Ukrainian sniper takes down high-ranking Russian. FBI gonna seize my shit. Ukraine war. Top Russian general killed by sniper as Kyiv claims 9,000 of Putin troops have died. Whoa. Ukraine. Oh man. Major General Audrey Soskivishkeski, who was the deputy commander of the 41st Combined Arms Army of Russia's Central Military District, died yesterday as Ukrainian Defense Forces repelled Russian. Holy shit. Holy shit. Bruh. Imagine fucking Melrose or Hollywood Boulevard. Hollywood Boulevard already kind of looks like this. I'm not gonna lie. But imagine Melrose or like Rodeo Drive. To be honest, this look a little like Hollywood Boulevard on certain ends. Holy shit, they got him. Jesus.
Individuals were killed as the most controversial hours in any European conflict since the end of the Cold War. It was the precipice for this coup. It was what launched all of this conflict into action.
Russia isn't going full force. To be honest, bro, within like the next 2 days, I think Russia is gonna be like, fuck this. Bloop.
Flag attack led by the coup protesters themselves, the militia organizers themselves, to try and get Western backing and to try and incite more chaos in the streets when the protests were dying down is a very, very important note when you look at the broader context of all of this and the fact that after the coup that took place because of this, that is what sparks the increase.
If Russia bomb, well, it's gonna be crazy. Yeah, I feel like desperation will kick in, bro.
Protesters in Odessa.
All Ukraine needs to do is keep on defending, and this is gonna fucking agitate guys. Go to South Africa, mijo. Maybe you're safe there for the nukes. I mean, if Twitch were to offer me a contract, I'll move to South Africa and I'll live stream over there. I'll do IRL streams in South Africa.
Who are fighting back
It'll be
against the
fucking
coup
Pog.
government.
You have no evidence to support any of that. That there was Western backing to any of these people, that any of this was a false flag. Everything you're going off of is complete conjecture. The testimony of one or two, I've got testimony in the United States of Bigfoot and UFOs abducting people. The testimonies of one or two people doesn't prove any of the claims that you're making.
Whoa, Bigfoot.
Let's just actually go to U.S. involvement.
What are the
in this,
requirements for a
because I
Twitch
have
contract? I can't say that time.
Diplomats themselves who
Russia has no allies there. We're kicking back, chilling.
Direct funding to the Maidan coup organization.
If China steps in, though, I've been seeing. Maybe it may be the quote unquote propaganda, but I've been seeing pictures of what's his name, Jiangping, leader of China, with like on Putin's side. I don't know.
So, first of all, we have Victoria Nuland and Jeffrey Piat.
China has condemned the war.
Diplomats, U.S.-Ukrainian diplomats at the time, who have a viral leaked
Really?
phone conversation.
What allies are Ukraine getting?
Hand-picking the coup government.
In that conversation, where?
For now.
You want me to send you the link to it?
No, because I've already read the entire conversation. They don't admit
and
that
what did
ever.
that conversation say?
They never said anything about hand-picking the new government. It wouldn't even make sense. Really? Yes, really. Give me the quote where they say that. Yeah, give me the quote where they say that. Yeah, read it.
Okay, we have a leaked phone call here. They said, fuck the EU, referencing to the fact that the EU was not being aggressive enough during this whole situation.
Whoa, fuck the, whoa.
And then we said...
Syria and North Korea are pro-Russia? Really? Syria?
Yachts, referring to Yatsenyuk, is the guy who's got the economic experience, she said. Referring to opposition leader
It's just me, but I don't see North Korea doing any damage to China.
Policies that were demanded by the West. So
Cuba too?
Whether or not Yatsenyuk...
Bro, if Russia if the sanctions keep on going, eventually, and when I say eventually, I mean within the next 10 days, bro, gas is probably gonna be like $7 a gallon. I'm gonna be walking everywhere. I'm not gonna fill up my car with $7 when it's $7 a gallon. I'm gonna be walking to the gym. I'm gonna be walking to get a coffee. I'm gonna be walking everywhere, man. If China steps in and they basically cut off all the exports, bro, everything's gonna be way more expensive. During World War III, $10 gas prices.
Was going to be an effective leader in the new government, and they were saying, well, maybe this person should be directly outside of the new government with Yatsenyuk.
Gas is already $3 here.
Real quick, because you keep...
Bro, I was driving in West Hollywood. Bro, there's places in West Hollywood, or like around there. Bro, I think the highest gas station I saw was, I think like $5.60. I'm like, Jesucristo.
Pivoting, asking questions, and a commentary. None of this shows them picking a leader. As you said, Yatsenyuk was already the opposition leader.
In some parts of Europe, it's already over $10 a gallon. Oh my God. Holy shit, really? No fucking way. Bro. All the stick-up boys are gonna stay at the gas stations then. For $10 a gallon, bro, somebody's just gonna stay at the nearest fucking Texaco with a gun or something and just start robbing people. Holy shit. Europe gas prices at $10 a gallon? Gas is for rich people now. I know. Gas prices around the world, no. How much is gas in Europe today? Oh, debated. Debated. Oh, then convert. These prices aren't right. Okay, 4 days ago. Alright, so this is from 4 days ago. European gas prices touch new highs as Russia supply fears grow. Let's see. Okay, European and British gas prices soared on Wednesday. Dutch gas price hit a record high as country. Although the parliament does not net sanctions, come on, hit us with gas prices. Jesus! Come on, where's the thing? I want to see a price though. This is 2013. Let me see. European gas prices 2022. Yo, somebody put a picture in Discord. If you got a picture, gas is EU, is called fuel petrol, not gas. Alright, so it's called fuel petrol. Alright. EU petrol. Gas prices hit record high. I want to see like I want to see someone take a picture at a fucking gas station. What, did nobody take a fucking picture? Little over $4 here in Chicago and hits 5. Much more content, less of a headache train anyway. I'm trying to see if someone takes a picture. Alright, let's see this one. Oil, okay, blah blah. Benchmark scene. I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen anything just yet. So as far as I know, it's still regular price. Put a picture in Discord. Let me see $10 a gallon.
Where is this idea that they picked him?
Who became the prime minister?
For after? What do you mean?
The coup.
Yatsenyuk?
Yeah.
Who was already the opposition?
He
was already the opposition leader. He already had 370 plus votes in the parliament. What do you mean?
It's 1.5 euro per liter in Austria.
No, wait. Where is the evidence that he was handpicked? How was he handpicked?
Oh my God.
Wait, what? Because he didn't have the
Post it in Discord. Post it in Discord, Colada.
Pivoting. Where is the evidence that this guy was handpicked by the United States? That he was pushed by the United States? A conversation about this guy saying he would be good when he's already the opposition leader is not evidence of him being handpicked by the West.
Well, there was multiple people in that conversation that they were going back and forth.
Yeah, they're going back and forth discussing potential. Yeah, you have no evidence. This is everything you do.
Destiny,
how is that no evidence?
Yo, what's poppin', Bullseye?
Evidence of a phone call of 2 diplomats saying, "Man, this leader of this country would be so awesome." And yeah, that other one.
Chilling, Bullseye.
Of an assistant.
I'm watching Ukraine versus Russia debate. Destiny and Dylan is pro-Ukraine. These guys. And Jackson and Haas are pro-Russia. These guys. And that's what we're watching right now.
It just so happens, Destiny, that she admitted that the U.S. Stoked this coup with $5 billion in previous years to lead these regime change operations.
Wait, where did she admit that? Where did she admit that? Read that quote. Read that quote. Read that quote where she admit that.
Okay, I will.
Okay.
Give me 1 second here.
Can we all sit in silence while he reads and wait for it? I want to hear that quote where she says, "The United States sent $5 billion in aid to stoke this coup."
Let me pull it up.
And if he pulls it up, will you admit you're wrong?
Yeah, if he has that quote, I would be interested in hearing that. We don't have to be silent.
Oh man, this could be it right here. Is Destiny gonna admit he's wrong?
Give me 1 second. I will read
exactly where the $5 billion went. I would be interested in that too.
In the meantime, folks, our guests are linked in the description. If you haven't already clicked on there, you can hear more from them.
Also, I would just like to say that there's tons
You
of
hungry? I
evidence
appreciate
that
it, Bullseye.
Chechen gays
I'm
in
not. I'm
concentration
like
camps.
50-50. You don't have to do it, Bullseye. I'm like 50-50. I appreciate you. I'm just probably gonna eat bread with cream cheese
Yeah, well, we can
in a little, probably like in an hour or something. I'm gonna eat bread with cream cheese, and I got like 2 fig bars left.
If I was Chechen, I would be opposed to it, but I don't live in Chechnya. It's not my business.
So, do you think that fighters who put gay people in concentration camps should be active in combating Ukraine?
You cannot make the racist claim that all Chechen soldiers.
No, I'm not saying all Chechen soldiers, but no, there are officials who were involved in that fighting in Ukraine right now.
Which ones?
You know the one that you're like, Dylan, you liar, you've said this guy died.
That guy is alive.
That guy, alive. Right? Yeah, you're saying he's alive. That guy, he specifically was okay. I'm saying that guy. Let's say he's alive. That makes your argument even worse. That guy was involved in putting homosexuals in concentration camps.
Okay, I haven't seen any evidence for that.
There's tons of evidence for it. Something not be disputed.
Whoa. So Dylan is saying there's a general in Russia that's in Ukraine right now that put gay people in camps. Whoa.
I have that quote, Jackson. I don't want you to feel left out.
So Victoria Nuland, U.S. Assistant Secretary of State, estimated in 2013 that the USA had, quote, invested more than $5 billion in 1991 to help Ukraine achieve the future it deserves. Or sorry, since 1991. Since
1991, they've been investing money to have the coup in 2014. Do you not think that the Ukrainian citizens in
you understand the context of that year?
What was the quote again? Can you say it one more time?
Yeah, let's hear the quote again.
Okay, it's not. This quote isn't at. I thought it was gonna be the nail in the coffin for just that specific. Gotcha. Since 1991, I mean, there could be various investments. Have you seen Bald and Bankrupt's videos? Nah. What's that?
The USA had invested more than $5 billion since 1991 to help Ukraine achieve the future it deserves.
He was in Ukraine?
What does that mean? How does that mean that they're achieving a coup? That could mean, hey, we're giving the money to help Ukraine get better.
Victoria Nuland had leaked audio recordings handpicked Yatsenyuk as the new leader.
We've already talked about that.
Also, we saw that the National Endowment for Democracy's
president got out 2 days ago.
Said this about U.S. support. He said just 2 months before the Maidan protest broke out, he wrote that, quote, the opportunities are considerable and there are important ways Washington could help. And this was in reference to the coup.
Let me see. Okay, it's on. Is it on YouTube? So Bald and Bankrupt. Okay, Bald and Bankrupt. Sounds like me in like 30 years or sooner. One day before invasion. What the fuck? I know this dude. Isn't this the dude that goes around and like doing cooking and like traveling and like eating shit? Bruh. Oh, really?
Good morning, guys, from Przemyśl here in southern Poland. Just up the road stands the border with Ukraine.
He's the Michael Jordan of IRL?
Well, if Joe Biden and the British press are to be believed, stands on the cusp of a devastating invasion by none other than
Yo, everybody rocks North Face.
Vladimir Putin. I'm now gonna
Him and
head
Harold
into Ukraine
Baldo
and cross
travel
that
around
vast
cool
land,
spots, and Baldo
visiting
Bankroll
some of
is
its
going
border
to some
areas and
sketchy
hopefully
ass
meeting
place.
some of the locals and asking them what it's like to live under the shadow of a war. Join me. Well, every journey has to begin somewhere.
Yo,
and ours
this
is beginning
dude,
at the
bro, imagine going to a place where they're having war and craziness, and this dude is dressed splashy as fuck. This dude got a fresh ass North Face jacket. This dude got fucking Gucci Ray-Bans, like
abandoned
fresh ass haircut.
Communist bus stop. The abandoned.
Just doing IRL in super poor places. Yo, this dude fucking got balls on him, bro.
Communist bus stop of Przemyśl. From here. Okay, Medica. Granica. Okay.
When I say haircut, I mean he lined up the beard. That's what I meant. He lined up the beard.
Dobrze, dziękuję, dziękuję. That was me conversing in fluent Polish. You may have noticed, some of you Poles, don't be surprised. My granddad was a Pole, a proud Polish man. And so I'm back on home soil, so to speak. Back in the motherland. Anyway, we're waiting for a bus, and number 9.
He gets mad girls in Russia? Oh my god. You guys aren't gonna fucking believe this shit. You aren't gonna believe this shit. Oh my god. Bruh. Yo, Bullseye, what the fuck? Holy shit. Yo, I appreciate you, Bullseye. I guess Moshishito's not fucking eating fig bars. Yo, Bullseye, I appreciate you. Thank you very much, my boy. Guess Moshishito's actually gonna eat real food. Yo, shout out to you, Bullseye. I appreciate it. Bro, look at this. PayPal. Shout out to Bullseye. Good fucking looks, my boy. PayPal cuts ties with Russia. Bro. You getting the turkey sandwich? That was the only thing on there. I appreciate it, Bullseye. Yo, you see this shit? How are the streamers, how are the Twitch streamers going to survive now in Russia without PayPal? How does this make sense? Yo, it's crazy, bro. Like these sanctions and things, they pay me instead. RIP your Russian donators. Bruh. They will use CX coin. Bro. They'll get V-Bucks instead. Bro, this is insane. And check this out. Check this out. OnlyFans cuts ties with Russia. Oh my god, they just restored it. OnlyFans restores Russian. Oh my god. So you're telling me Apple, PayPal, Visa, MasterCard all cut ties, and OnlyFans cut ties. Now, it only took 5 days for OnlyFans to cave in and start fucking with Russia again, the money must have been too lucrative, guys. The money must have been so lucrative. I saw you tag me on Twitter, Bo, on the Russian only on that models on. I like the tweet. 1/3 of Russian girls have OnlyFans, bro. I bet the money was too lucrative. They just couldn't pass it up. They're like, oh my god, we're fucking bleeding out. We're gonna go bankrupt. I wonder how much money comes from Russia when it comes to OnlyFans revenue. I would be very curious to see that statistic. Bro, they probably get, bro, it was so much. Laura's not Russian. Laura's from like Kazakhstan, someplace called Kazakhstan or some shit like that. I was dying laughing at EBZ stream last night. I almost threw up. Oh yeah, when guys, if you weren't here, I was streaming on Discord, and then we were just talking to EBZ on Discord for like a whole hour. So if you missed it, it was like there's no bot or anything, but we were talking to EBZ on Discord, like video, for like a whole hour. Shit was hilarious.